It was the second test at Feroz Shah Kotla, Delhi, and the stakes couldn't be higher. After losing the first test, India came back fighting, setting Pakistan a target of 420 runs. What followed was pure cricketing history. Anil Kumble delivered a spell for the ages. 10 wickets in a single innings. Yes, all 10. A feat only one man had ever done before in Test history. From Afridi to Akram, every batter fell to Kumble's unrelenting spin. The crowd erupted. The world watched in disbelief, and India secured a famous 212-run victory. Sit back and relive this iconic match in full glory. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the extended highlights of Anil Kumble's 10-wicket masterpiece, a moment that will live forever in cricket history.
Pakistan had been dreaming of. Hello to viewers here on digital and welcome to the highlights of the first day's play of the second test match here in New Delhi. Pakistan came here fresh from Chennai with a 1-0 victory under their belt. They found some very cold weather here in Delhi. The topic of discussion though was the pitch. Remember, it was dug up a few weeks ago and everybody was very keen to know just how it would play. Now a short while before play started, Ravi Shastri had a very close look at it.
Well, the pitch here in Delhi is a typical Feroz Shah Kotla track. Mind you, this was a track that was dug up a few weeks ago, and this area from where I'm standing up to the stumps was most affected. But all in all, the groundsman, I believe, has done a pretty good job in getting this track into shape, and now it looks like a typical Kotla track. If you see here, hardly any grass on the surface. Whatever grass there is has been rolled in, though there are a few damp patches, as you can see here and here, and this will help the fast bowlers early on. Batting will not be easy in the first session of play because the odd ball might stop on the batsman, the ball might grip the surface and seam around a bit. But all in all, I do believe even though these cracks will come into play as the game progresses, it will be a huge gamble on the part of a captain that wins the toss to do anything else but bat.
Yes, it looks a pretty good pitch, doesn't it? Now, the strategy in India is win the toss and bat first. So let's see what happened with the toss. Down there, the two captains, Sunil Gavaskar.
Azhar, the first question whole of India wants to know, is Sachin Tendulkar fit enough to play?
Yeah, I think he's fit enough to play. He's playing in the 11.
And any other changes?
Now we've got Harbhajan in place of Joshi.
And what's the mood like in the team?
But I think it's good, because whatever has happened is left behind now. So we've got to really play positively and win the game and square the series.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Wasim, you must be very happy with that result in Chennai.
Yeah, very relieved and happy, but I believe we really have to work hard more now in this game than we did in Chennai.
Any problems about batting second?
No, not really. I think we try to contain in the first innings and try to get some runs in second innings.
The wives are here, so that must be a big plus as well.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody's more relaxed now. The families are here. They can spend some time with the families now.
And your team?
The team is relaxed. They enjoyed their win in Chennai and they're looking forward for this game today.
And you have Mushtaq in place of Nadeem.
Yes, Mushi is back. His experience, I think, will do a lot of good to the team here in this game. He definitely has been doing well for us for the past 2-3 years. And it's nice to have him back in the side.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for speaking to us. The Indian captain Mohammad Azharuddin back to his winning ways with the toss. He's opted to bat. Will India win the test? That is the big question.
Yes, we'll wait and see, but that was a big toss for India to win, and that's how the two teams line up. Lakshman and Ramesh, Dravid, Tendulkar, Azharuddin and Ganguly, the batting for India. Mongia, Kumble, Srinath and Prasad. Down the order, Harbhajan Singh there replacing Sunil Joshi. One change as well for Pakistan. Mushtaq Ahmed comes in for Nadeem Khan and completes that spin bowling trio with Saqlain Mushtaq, and Shahid Afridi would also open the batting with Saeed Anwar. Ejaz, Inzamam, Yusuf Yohana and Salim Malik. That's their middle order core. Moin, Wasim Akram and right down there, Waqar Yunus. As I said, a pretty cold morning here in Delhi. Let's catch the action with Wasim Akram bowling to Sargopan Ramesh.
Sargopan Ramesh and India are off the mark. The Yorker spot on. Not at full pace though.
Yes, a good delivery to get first up, but Lakshman was up to it, did it quite nicely.
the ball. Ramesh, not much of footwork there, but on a pitch where there's not bounce like this one, you don't really need to get to the pitch of the ball.
This was exquisitely timed. Hanging his back, but middling it quite nicely. Not a lot of footwork, playing away from the body. But good beginning. You have the cushion of just timing the ball, middling it, and it'll run away.
Oh, that's a gorgeous shot. Left-handers are elegant, all right. Definitely more elegant than right-handers, but this is a gorgeous shot.
This was beautifully timed again. So very relaxed in his flow. Looked very natural hitting that ball. That was beautifully struck.
This was the slower delivery.
He's just taking his glove away at the last minute, dropping the wrist down so that it doesn't go flying off to the slips.
Now, what was that? What would you call it? A sursuri?
Aghisi didn't get up at all. There you see, just moved away. It was a good delivery. There was hardly any bounce. Just went straight underneath the bat. And thankfully for Ramesh, it wasn't pitched within the stumps. Otherwise, it would have been in trouble.
Now, that ball has kept really low. This is a first day track. God help the batsman on the 4th or 5th day.
Well, that is what I was referring to. If that ball had been bowled wicket to wicket, he certainly would have had a very good chance of getting a wicket. If it didn't get past the batsman totally, he would have had a good chance of hitting him on the pad, getting an LBW shout, because that ball kept extremely low. Right through the legs of the wicket keeper. Almost went under the bat.
Straight away some turn. Didn't take him too long.
And immediately Moin Khan giving him whatever encouragement there is. Great ball, Mushi. That was a good turn.
That's nicely timed and placed. So welcome boundary here for Lakshman.
That was a very good shot. When you're on driving the leg spinner, you've got to make sure that you get right to the pitch of the ball so that you cover whatever spin there is. And that was a beautiful shot.
Left on the pads. Did that ball come back enough? Umpire Jayaprakash took a good hard look and decided to rule the decision in favour of the batsman. There are going to be a lot of shouts for leg before when the fast bowlers are bowling on this track.
Well, that one pitched in line and straightened, and I would think it pretty much hit him in line. Now, that hit him just on the roll, or perhaps the second part of that roll. Well, it's pretty difficult to understand why that wasn't given out. That certainly would have gone on and hit the stumps. There was no bat involved. You can just see the off stump. So it certainly wasn't outside the line of off stump, and Waqar Younis is convinced that it's out. The only thing is the umpire isn't, and he's the man that matters. That was a bit of length from Mushtaq. At least the ball had a chance of turning on that occasion. Still well played by Ramesh. Got far enough forward, by Lakshman rather. Got enough far forward to smother the spin, but at least there was time for the ball to turn.
That's again beautifully played. He covered the spin nicely. Again the weight forward. And the result, another boundary.
Excellent shot. Batsman really covering the spin. A lot of bottom hand in that shot, easing it back onto the onside. Well played.
That's a much better line and length.
And again the ball was heading towards the stumps, but I think just on this occasion you might find that he has been hit just outside the line of our stump. Very close decision again. But once you're playing forward like that, definitely pushing the bat towards the ball, always a good chance of the umpire saying knock out.
He's really very, very good when he gets a bit of width, and he's allowed to put that right foot down the track, Mr. Ramesh.
Yes, he's certainly moving his feet a lot better than he did in the first test. Look, the foot is now getting a lot closer to the ball. He's played it on the up, so he didn't have to go right to the pitch of the ball. But look at the front foot. That's a good sign.
Look at that. First morning of a test match. We've already seen one slip underneath the bat and pass the wicketkeeper for 4 byes this morning.
Yes, look at the height at which it's going past the batsman's pads. Below the knee roll, this might have been just a slower delivery, but look, it's almost about to bounce a second time. It does just after it passes the stumps.
Beautiful shot. 4 runs to square leg. Really is very, very good at the front foot, is Ramesh. 42 for no loss. We've seen Ramesh bat a lot like this in Indian domestic cricket. I think suddenly the pitch is allowing him to bat a bit like that at a higher level as well.
Yes, I think this is what you would call a typical Indian pitch. Slow and low. And the batsman can really score off the quicker bowler.
The throw wasn't great, and Moin was saying a good throw might have got him. I'm not as sure.
The ball was hit firmly to Shahid Afridi's left. That was what allowed the batsman to think of going for the run, but Ramesh was a little slow in starting. That may have been a possible chance. The reaction of everybody there, bad pad.
He actually got hands to it. I thought I heard 2 sounds. And Sir Glenn's reaction certainly suggests that. I think it was a chance. Yusuf Yohana at silly point. He's picked the gap. That's why he's such a good player, Ramesh. Because he times the ball so well. When he picks the gap, he often gets 4. 50 on the board.
Well, that is important. This is, in fact, a pretty good delivery. But he's made a good delivery count for runs. Now, that's a special ability.
Oh, on the second attempt. Got the room there. The leg spinner does that sometimes. And I think Shahid Afridi made a sensational attempt to get there. Flying in the air, got a hand to it, tried it a second time, and down to earth. And isn't he disappointed? I hope it's disappointment that he's not hurt. He might just be. Just wonder if he stretched too hard on that muscle. But he was flying for it.
Well, this is very cleverly bowled by Mustaq. Just giving the batsman a little bit of width, tempting him into going for the big drive. That's a superb effort by Shahid Afridi.
This pitch will get slower and slower as the day progresses. Again, a wristy stroke by Lakshman. A chase for Inzamam. And another boundary for Lakshman. Inzamam was contemplating diving there, but he did the wise thing by not attempting that. A loud shout here. The umpires are going to be tested in this game, simply because the ball's not bouncing much. Plenty of appeals for leg before wicket.
Lakshman here on the front foot. And Buckner deciding that it was doing a little too much to be given out leg before, maybe just drifting down the leg.
Again, you saw the bounce there. Hardly any bounce for the bowler. That's another superb shot by Lakshman. Picked the length early. Good footwork to move his back foot right back and find the placement on the onside. So another boundary, 66 for no loss. A misfield by the Pakistan captain. And that will allow Ramesh to come back for the second. In the air and just past the bowler. Just no pace on that delivery after pitching. I don't think Mushtaq anticipated it.
Yes, Mushtaq going the other way. They stopped checking the shot, Lakshman. Just held a little bit for the batsman. And thankfully for him, it just avoided Mushtaq's diving hands there.
Starts off with a full toss, and that's put away by Lakshman. Drifting onto leg stump. And Lakshman made no mistake.
Yes, that was an easy gimme on the leg stump. Shahid Afridi bowling a real loosener there.
He had VVS Lakshman out in a similar manner in the first test. He'll get the ball to move in just a little bit to the right-hander.
This is a good delivery from Wasim Akram. And to be honest, if these aren't given out, it's pretty difficult to understand how they're going to be out on this pitch. It pitched in line, straightened, hit him in line, hit him below the roll. If those aren't out, he's not going to get too many wickets.
That's a beauty. That's what he was trying for. Lakshman. Now this, I think, Michael, was just a little lazy shot. I don't think he was quite there. Maybe the lunch was still settling in his tummy, but he's out.
Excellent delivery again from Wasim Akram. A similar delivery to the one before, but this time missing the pad and cleaning up. That's what he was looking for. A bit of swing, pitching the ball in line with the stump, swinging it back in, and an excellent delivery. 88 for 1.
Rahul Dravid, India's one drop batsman. He's at the crease to replace VVS Lakshman. He had very little idea, Rahul Dravid, of this delivery.
Ball certainly is swinging around quite a lot. Was trying to leave that ball alone, Rahul Dravid. Didn't take the bat far enough out of the line of the ball. Fortunately for him, it went all along the ground.
Goes for the Yorker.
Just slightly off line with that Yorker was the Akram. Certainly a fair amount of swing there again. Bowled from right by the edge of the crease. Slanting in, but slanting in a bit too much.
He's had him playing outside the off stump. Rahul Dravid. It's very good bowling from Akram. Look how low the ball has kept. Second bounce and almost a third bounce before it went to the wicket keeper.
Lovely bowling, Saki.
That was a risky way to get to his half century. He hit the ball firmly towards the throwing side of the fielder, but he's got there. Well played, Ramesh.
And as you said, Sonny, importantly, he should recognize that that's not the end of it all. Half century is just the first landmark. He should be looking to go on, get to 3 figures. But a good start for the young man. A half century in his second test.
With this now partially old ball, Wasim and Waqar would be able to do a lot more than they did with the new ball this morning.
Absolutely right, yes. This is just a little testing time for the Indian batsman here. Wasim Akram can really make that ball talk when it's relatively old. Like that there. Oh, this is a wonderful delivery. From that angle, it's so very difficult for the batsman to reach an away swinger of a left armour. There, the batsman thinks that it's coming in with the arm and then it moves away just at the last moment. And you can't do nothing but to have a go at it.
He's really mixing them up very well now. Is Wasim Akram. That one hit the deck and went the other way. Brings up 100 though as Dravid gets a single to third man. Something for the crowd to cheer. Beautifully played. He really is such a good player off the front foot, is Sadgop and Ramesh. Should be looking for 3 over here.
This was an excellent shot again. Playing against the spin, not an easy shot to play against an off spinner. You have to make sure that your front foot is to the pitch so that there is no likelihood of hitting the ball in the air. Back to the bowler.
Now just checking.
Yunus just doing well there.
I think the umpires just want to check. He's given it 4. Tell you, Ramiz, let's take a look at it because I thought the danger area was after he'd stopped the ball and was picking it up again. Now take a look at this. He has tapped the ball back. It's not in his hands. He's gone out. Now this is the crucial phase. Now, that I think is a crucial frame.
Yes, good work there by the cameraman and the third umpire. It was a close decision and they were spot on with it.
I think he got the edge. Seemed to hit something as it went. There was a noise. Take a look at this.
This was a narrow escape. The closing fielders thought that Ramesh had edged it.
In the air, but it's landed in an area where there is no fielder. Which of course is pretty handy when you play the ball in the air. I don't think he looked in control of that shot. Okay, that's a good shot because he's taken his initial movement forward. This is outstanding footwork. He's walked back very, very quickly. And that's another way of getting 4. This is a top shot. He's got him. Now, what was he doing here? He's just hit a lovely boundary, and all of a sudden he's found himself cramped for room, trying to hit over mid-wicket, and that is the end of a very good innings.
Yeah, it was a little up to him. and therefore turned out to be a bad shot in the end. But a good knock. 60 of just 119 balls. India lose their second wicket for 113.
Sachin Tendulkar has come out to the middle. And played away on the onside. That's beautifully timed. And the first boundary for Tendulkar.
Shabas, Glenn.
Oh, he's given him this time. Attempting the sweep. Saklan Mushtaq has dismissed him yet once again. Umpire Jayaprakash reckoning that that would have hit leg stump. So big blow here for the Indians. Tendulkar on that occasion deceived on length, and the crowd here stunned into silence.
That was what you might call a 50-50 decision. Unfortunately for Sachin Tendulkar, it has gone against him. It's 122 for 3.
So Mohammad Azharuddin, the Indian captain, is out there in the middle. India have lost a big wicket, that of Tendulkar.
The interesting thing about this is to see exactly where Sacklin is releasing the ball from. He's reasonably wide on the return crease there. And then the ball is released heading towards the leg side. That's why Sachin decided that he wanted to sweep. It straightens, but I'm not too sure it has straightened enough. Perhaps the leg stump, but you could never be absolutely sure that would have gone on and hit leg stump. Well, the umpire is sure that's the one that matters. And Sacklin certainly is happy.
Should get a couple here. He'll get off the mark. So Cammy Smith, the match referee there with the third umpire. That's Mr. Sharma. This could be close. Did Waqar Yunus get any hand to it? Buckner reckoning he didn't. Wry smile from him. Still letting Waqar know, well, good attempt.
I think what Steve Buckner is saying is that he was safely back. Definitely did touch the finger, and he certainly was back. Steve Buckner there saying, well, I don't think we needed the third umpire for that one.
That's a lovely shot. Waqar did manage to get the ball to swing in late, but it was pitched far too up. Boundary to end that over, 134 for 3. Saklan got 2 wickets after lunch. He's found the gap.
Well, Azhar has been looking to attack Saklan. He was not been successful, but this one was beautifully driven.
On the pads, maybe a boundary. Good to not bowl to Mohammad Azharuddin on the pads without paying the price. You can't stop that. This was shorter, wider, and Mohammad Azharuddin says, thank you very much.
This is not good stuff from Shahid Afridi. Brilliant stuff from Azharuddin. Played it late, but middled it nicely. Found the gap in the process.
With umpire Buckner, you can never be sure, because he's one of those umpires who gives a decision very, very late.
Absolutely right. But here it's decided that it was not out. Azharuddin was a long way forward. Didn't offer any shot, so that is why Mushtaq and company went up in the air.
shot. And he's pulled it into the crowd to bring the session between lunch and tea to a close. What a magnificent way to bring the session to a close as far as India is concerned. And he's dropped it. Straight back at Mushtaq Ahmed, and such catches aren't often dropped.
Such catches should never be dropped on surfaces like this against batsmen of this caliber. There is nothing difficult about that return catch. Went straight back, didn't go back very hard. He got himself in position quite early, and yet it hit the dirt.
So the 50 partnership has come up between these two. Come in pretty good time.
Very ordinary bit of fielding there. Shahid Afridi able to do the backing up.
And that's beautifully played away in the gap. He picked the length up very early there, Rahul Dravid. That's his first boundary after tea.
Lots of time to play that shot. Bounced just high enough as well.
And that's pulled away. That'll be four. So twice now Dravid has picked the length up very quickly. Once to Saqlain Mushtaq, this time to Mushtaq Ahmed.
That was a hopeful appeal more than a realistic one. Ball certainly drifting a long way down the leg side. We keep a mind on heading in that direction as well.
Wrapped on the pads, that's gone. That's beautifully bowled by Saqlain Mushtaq. Rahul Dravid was playing back and he was caught plumb in front.
Absolutely no doubt about this one. Just when Rahul Dravid seemed to be gaining in confidence, just when he started to play a few more shots, this happened. Played back, and that was plumb in front, hitting him on the roll. He's right back on his stumps, both feet inside the crease, almost halfway back to the stumps. He's gone for 33. India 191 for 4.
So Saurav Ganguly, the left-hander from Calcutta, he comes out to the middle. And this is why.
Very good delivery again from Saqlain Mushtaq. Just that amount of turn to take it back onto the stumps. And this will show us exactly how far back he was. He went a fair way back. You can see there that he's halfway between the batting crease and the stumps.
Oh, that's beaten Moin. 4 by signal by the umpire. It's 195 for 4.
Saqlain Mushtaq wasn't quite on the stumps. Saurav Ganguly would have had his eyes on the fielder and the throw, so he wouldn't have seen where Saqlain was.
It was a fast throw and hit straight on the leg of Saqlain. This would have hurt him badly. Fell down for a second or so. Yes, Mushtaq will be trying to pitch the ball in that rough area. there. He'll be trying to get as much spin from this roughed up area as possible. Lure the left-hander to drive through the line. And that would be close.
This is top stuff. Didn't get the ball to turn too much, but he's planted a seed of doubt in Sourav Ganguly's mind whether to play for it or not. He normally wouldn't pad a leg spinner. Fine shot this from the Indian captain. Chase for Wasim Akram.
Yes, Azhar making some room for himself. And that's the 200 up for India.
That is typical Sourav Ganguly. Leaning into the drive on the offside, making it look ridiculously easy.
This is where Ganguly is so good at timing the ball, free flow of this bat, beautifully hit. So the fact that fielders have come in to stop Azhar from taking that single.
Big shout. Azhar's a tall man. He was well forward. Was it the wrong one?
It didn't bounce too much, just kept low. Big stride forward again, Azhar. Umpire Steve Buckner suggesting that it was too ambiguous to be given out.
That will bring up Mohammad Azharuddin's half century.
Brilliant batting from Azharuddin. Good knock. Runs from 91 balls. Aggressive in every direction. LBW asked again by Mushtaq. A wry smile on the face of Azhar.
Mohammad Azharuddin's got no runs at all behind the wickets on the offside. Got a lot square of the wicket here on the offside. Big shout again from Little Mushtaq. India 211 for 4.
This is the great quality of Sourav Ganguly. When he gets the opportunity, he seems so often to find the gap, especially through the offside.
Especially when he gets himself into good positions, like he's got himself here. Nice and across with the back foot. The head not falling away. On top of it. So often on this track you can make the mistake of trying to hit too hard, and then what happens is your head falls away. You don't get the timing right.
Once again, a general throwing up of arms in that close-in area.
Yes, clearly coming off the pad. Good stride forward by Mohammad Azharuddin, and he was struck outside the line.
That must have hurt. He's thrown it wide, trying to lure the batsman into playing an airy shot. That must have hurt.
He's a big man, but he must have felt the pinch here. This was well struck by Azharuddin. Got nicely low on it. Yes, it must be pretty sore. It's cold out here.
Probably go and put some ice on it.
Oh dear. Luckily for Azharuddin, and he's casting a look back at Ganguly. And I think Ganguly did very well to avoid Azharuddin's eye over there. He sent him back just in time. I looked through those lenses all day, so that have us believe. There they go again, full of concentration. 51 have come in this session from 20 overs. 2.5 runs and over. Are they going to get something interesting on this ball? I think they need a tape recorder more than a camera.
Well, we've got to see where that ball pitched. It may have just pitched outside the leg stump. And once it does that, there's no way you can be given out leg before wicket.
That's the second time he's done it in a couple of overs, but this time he's beaten him from around middle and off, which makes it a better ball.
Well, that's the line he should be looking to bowl. Middle and leg. He doesn't sweep too much, Ganguly. He's getting the ball to turn.
It's not just Ganguly, really. If you look down the Indian team, very, very few of the batsmen actually sweep. We saw Tendulkar play the paddle shot, which Azharuddin does sometimes. This is the appeal. But very few Indian batsmen actually play that sweep shot very often. Tell you what, that seemed like a high school party at one stage, but it didn't impress umpire Steve Bucknor. But that might have been close.
Very good shout here. We'll have to see where the ball has hit. It's hit the front leg or the back leg. No, it's hit the front leg. It's maybe just pitched outside the off stump. Spun a little bit too much.
What a good shot. That is a sensational shot because there was mid-off and he picked the gap so wonderfully.
Yes, just watch how close his foot is to the pitch of the ball. Right on top of it. It was tossed up a little higher by Sakleen. And Azharuddin put that away in style. Not a big gap between the bowler and mid-off. It's not an easy gap to penetrate, especially against an off-spinner.
Just 13 runs in the V.
Yes, this was a very lucky escape. So straight away after tee, bat phase, they're just closing in his hand. And Mushtaq was surprised. He put it down.
He's gone for the big hit. Couple of bounces and over the boundary ropes. So Ganguly did hit Sakleen Mushtaq for a couple of sixes in the Chennai test.
This was a beautiful hit. Came down the pitch. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Had the area in mind and just went through with the shot. This has been good bowling by Sakleen Mushtaq. It tied Saurav Ganguly down. First boundary of for 25 balls. That can just sum up how tight things have been out there.
Sakleen Mushtaq 3 for 86, Wasim Akram 1 for 20. These have been the wicket takers for Pakistan. But they've been well supported by Waqar, Mushtaq and Afridi. Mushtaq just a little bit unlucky. Had a catch missed off his bowling, that of Lakshman. Hasn't lost heart, he's kept going on.
This was fiercely hit all along the ground. Mushtaq had earlier missed a cotton bowled chance.
In spite of not having a wicket against his name, Mushtaq knows he's bowled well. He's had a couple of chances missed. He's not been afraid to toss the ball. He's out. He's taken his time to give that decision.
There's two reasons that I think of that LBW. one, the ball kept low, and Ganguly was playing across the line. There you see the bat coming over the front leg. Didn't bounce as well. It's gone for 13. India lose their 5th wicket, 231.
Nan Mongia coming in to replace Sourav Ganguly. Sourav Ganguly given out leg before by Steve Buckner after a lot of thought. Look at that big stride. It's outside the line of the off stump. So I think Sourav Ganguly would have been okay till then, because it's clearly going down outside the off stump. It didn't turn sharply. Then he tries to move his front foot just a little bit. Now he moves his foot. You see, he'll move it a little bit more. And now he gets in front of the stumps. Now that's what did him in. I think if he had stayed stuck, he might have got away with it. Attacking field for Nan Mongia. And he too has got off the mark with that nudge past square leg. The Pakistanis would want to restrict India to less than 275. And one way to put pressure is to try and block the singles. Should get a couple there. Mohammad Azharuddin, the ball turning a bit and keeping low.
This one again just going down the leg. This one off the pad.
Half volley, he's driven it through the covers. Bit of work there for Waqar Younis, but he won't be able to stop it.
Yes, Azhar reading the straighter one quite nicely there.
What a beauty of a delivery. That spun and bounced, and the Indian captain, who's been batting so well, could do very little with it.
Yes, this was unplayable. Azhar was batting so well. Had everything under control until he got this delivery. He could do nothing about it. Bounced, spun, and was caught in the slips of his glove. A very good knock from Mohammad Azharuddin. India lose their 6th wicket for 240.
Anil Kumble has come in at the fall of the wicket of the Indian captain Mohammad Azharuddin. This was again excellent bowling by Saklan Mushtaq, drawing Anil Kumble into playing the drive, went to Ijaz's right hand.
Yes, again, Anil Kumble not reading Saklan one.
In the air and taken. No doubt about that. Came right off the bat. Umpire Jayaprakash lifted his finger. And Saklan Mushtaq's very, very good spell continues.
Saklan Mushtaq strikes again. Has been bowling almost the entire day and has bothered the batsmen throughout. An excellent delivery again. A bit of bounce, a bit of turn, and the forward short leg comes into play. It's 243 for 7.
So the Indians in a spot of bother here as Srinath comes out to the middle. Didn't carry.
Excellent delivery from Mushtaq Ahmed. bit of bounce and also some turn, but not the pace that you would like. That ball hitting the edge of the bat and not enough pace to take it into the slip cordon. Slow pitch. There certainly seems to be quite a lot of bat in that. Bat was actually hitting the leg, and the ball hitting the leg, not ball hitting bat.
We look for two here. Mushtaq again inviting the batsman to drive. Was uppish, but a little wide of that man at short extra cover. But he's a different bowler since he's taken his first wicket, that of Ganguly. So 2 balls remaining in the first day's play in the second test match. Wrapped on the pads, a finger went up. Srinath was showing his bat, but umpire Jayaprakash knew what he was doing. Again beaten in flight, got stranded in the crease.
Well, just when I was saying he was desperately trying to come forward to all the deliveries, he played back. Always dangerous playing back against this man, and we can see why. Pitching outside off, coming back quite sharply and plumb in front. Javagal Srinath was quick to point the bat in the air, but I'm not too sure if he was swatting at something by his head. Ball certainly didn't touch it. Gone for naught. And apparently that's the end of the day's play, Ravi.
Yes, another terrific day for Pakistan. Good fight back. India will be very disappointed at losing the toss. But this man, another 5-wicket haul. He's having a ball out here in India. 5 wickets in the first innings, Chennai 5 in the second. And now he's got 15 wickets in this series.
So a flurry of wickets at the end meant India finished 247 for 8 with really Nayan Monge on 9 and the 2 tail-end batsmen to follow. It was a pretty good day for Mohammad Azharuddin, who made 67, and the test debutant Sadgopan Ramesh, who made 60. A couple of contributions there from VVS Lakshman and Rahul Dravid, but India would have liked both of those to be slightly bigger. Very good bowling figures once again for Saklan Mushtaq. He really is enjoying this tour. 34.5 overs, 5 for 94, that's 3 in a row now. And Mushtaq Ahmed shrugged off an indifferent first pair to come back with 2 for 64 from 26 overs. There's a wicket there as well for Wasim Akram. I hope you've been enjoying watching these highlights of day 1 of the second test match at the Feroz Shah Kotla. Remember, if you have any information needs, the channel to look out for is channel 20. You'll find just about everything there. Do join us on day 2 of this wonderful test match at the Feroz Shah Kotla, and I hope you enjoyed the action as much as you did today. Both without scoring. Now, a couple of balls yesterday had actually gone through very low after pitching, and there was some suspicion about how this pitch would behave on day 2. So, for his report, let's go down and meet Ravi Shastri.
Well, we said yesterday that the pitch looked pretty good on the surface. The problem yesterday was that the pitch lacked pace and bounce, and the reason for that was even though it looked hard on the surface, the subsoil wasn't all that hard and bound. If you look at the pitch today, there is a little bit of roughness. The cracks really haven't opened out, but there are plenty of the bowler's footmarks. We saw one delivery that pitched here from Mushtaq and turned to Azharuddin, and that turned a long way. It not only turned, but it bounced as well. Now this patch here, if you see, even if I'm standing there and I'm a good 6 feet 3 inches tall and I stick out my front leg, I cannot get to the pitch of the ball if the ball pitches here. Now these are the problems that a batsman can face on a track like this. The bounce is uneven and variable. And as far as the spinners are concerned, there's consistent turn. So if you're a batsman, it's very important to spend time in the middle, and then you know what shots to play. From the bowler's point of view, if you bowl straight and bowl a consistent line and length, no matter who the batsman is, he'll have to earn his runs.
Yes, Ravi Shastri believes it's a hard work for the batsman. India's batsmen, though, represented the tail end of their effort. So let's pick up the first ball of the day. It's Saklan Mushtaq bowling the last of the unfinished over to Venkatesh Prasad.
And once again, straight away on target. So plenty of work ahead of the Indians here this morning. Not only with the bat, they do get a chance with the ball. They'll have to bowl tightly. And his intentions pretty clear-cut here. He's not going to attack Mongia too much. No slips. And I'm sure the kind of field he's set for Mongia, he's quite happy to give him the single. He's got a deep point, a deep square leg. He wants to attack Prasad. It's a cold morning here in Delhi and a pretty good turnout for the second day of this test match. The home team is down 1-0 in the series. He'll get a single this time. He'll have to hurry. The third umpire comes into play. They're going back for another run. Now, if Mongia has not run out, then 2 runs will be added to the Indian score. But I just get a feeling that this is going to be very, very close as far as Nayan Mongia is concerned.
Yes, the Pakistani team is quite convinced that they've got Mongia there. Shahid Afridi picking up nicely, firing it in, and hitting it directly, and that's out.
And the red light, as expected, comes. So early setback for the Indians. Mongia, who's expected to do all the scoring, he's out here, run out. Good piece of fielding by Afridi. So India have lost their 9th wicket. Mongia dismissed, 248 for 9. So Harbhajan Singh, the last man to come out for the Indians. They've lost a wicket this morning. And Prasad knew very little about that one. In fact, Harbhajan, he's off the mark, but didn't have a clue.
Well, this was good stuff from Shahid Afridi, standing at the point position. It's so very difficult to aim directly from that angle.
Now, what's very interesting to see here is to see Nayan Mongia running. He's run out with a direct hit from Afridi, but he runs across the pitch. And the main reason, a loud shout here. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. They're coming back for the second. They'll get it this time. And leg by signal by umpire Steve Buckner. So the 250 coming up for the Indians. Everything seems to be happening here.
Every run important for India. This was the last one was a leg by, and crowd cheered.
Now that would have been trouble. Had Mushtaq picked up the ball cleanly and thrown to the keeper, Harbhajan might just have been in trouble. So Shahid Afridi was the man with the direct hit. Now watch here. Mongia runs across the pitch. Now, he could have easily gone straight, and that would mean he would have been covering shorter distance. In the end, he's out by a foot. But look at the angle he's taking there. Now, had he run straight, I'm sure he would have made his ground.
He has this tremendous ability to read whether the batsman is going for a slog or just trying to block, and whenever there's a swipe taken at his bowling, he bowls that lovely straighter one.
Yes, and Ramesh, he tosses that round off stump just outside. The batsman is always looking to drag it. You've got to be careful here. And this is trouble again. I think Harbhajan is out. The Pakistan team know it. Umpire Steve Buckner has not even asked for the third umpire. He's raised his finger. So the Indians are all out for 252. Both the wickets to fall this morning coming by way of a run out.
Yes, this time not perishing by playing bad shots. The tail-enders perishing by bad running. And this was well picked up by Moeen. Had an awkward bounce to take it, but he was well behind that one.
India didn't last too long. 2 run-outs there, just 5 runs added in 12 balls, and India were all out for 252. Very disappointing effort, considering they got a start of 88 and were 230 for 4 at one stage. Another very good effort from Saqlain Mushtaq, 5 for 94. He does love bowling in India. Mushtaq Ahmed didn't bowl today, 2 for 64, and Wasim Akram got 1 over in 13 overs, 1 for 23. So the Pakistan bowlers had done their job. It was now up to the batsmen to go out and get the runs. Let's see what happened. We'll catch the action with Srinath bowling to Saeed Anwar.
So the first runs on the board for Pakistan. Oh, he's really got stuck into that one. That was pitched up and it went to Tendulkar like a rocket. That's his natural game. There's no reason why he should change it.
Yes, beautiful flow of the bat. Middled it beautifully, but hit it straight to Sachin Tendulkar at mid-off.
Wrapped on the pads. A loud shout. In fact, it was Prasad who dismissed Anwar in the second innings, leg before wicket.
Well, close shave there for Saeed Anwar. Maybe just a little high, hitting him on the pad there. That one just moved into the left-hander. There'll be a little bit for the bowlers early on. Just a little misty out there, heavy atmosphere.
And he's got it this time. Beautiful delivery. Left Anwar. He got the outside edge. And Pakistan had lost their first wicket here. This is a great start for the Indians. A terrific delivery from Venkatesh Prasad.
This was brilliantly bowled. He had brought the earlier one back to Saeed. And this one leaving him. Saeed had to play at it just a little away from the body. But a beautiful ball. This time there was no doubt in the mind of the umpire. He had aged it. So Pakistan lose an important first wicket of Saeed Anwar. They are 1 for 1.
So Ijaz Ahmed is the new man out for Pakistan. And Ijaz is off the mark. He's timed that beautifully. He's opened his account with a boundary.
He was keen to get off the mark. He hit it a little bit wide. He knows that he might have taken a risk. Pakistan are already 1 wicket down, and he knows that that really was not called for, that risk.
You just see him there lifting his left hand to Ijaz Ahmed, just apologizing for that lack of judgment. Certainly if that was a good throw, Ijaz Ahmed would have been a long way out.
No ball called. I don't think the fielder at deep fine leg picked up the ball. It's very difficult to pick the ball up in the background over here. Not easy.
This is certainly a very dry pitch, one that we are playing on here in Delhi. We saw the spinners getting quite a bit of turn yesterday. And lots of cracks here, but the cracks have not opened up, and most times here in India those cracks don't really have an effect.
This is beautifully struck. Played a little bit on the up, but there is not much movement there, so you didn't have to worry about the movement. And look at the bat, so straight.
Excellent shot. Played on the rise.
It's good running between the wickets by the Pakistanis. No ball as well, so it'll be 3 runs to the Pakistan total.
He pitched the ball up, hoping he'll get a little more swing. But Ejaz on that very quickly. Didn't quite get off it smoothly from his bat as you'd have liked to, but it was in the gap, and that's what mattered for more to Ejaz. What's happening here?
Well, Ejaz has to balance his act here, has to be precise with his picking of the shots. This was not a very good shot. Ball didn't get up. Playing across and over the line of the ball.
This is why he's such an unpredictable player. He's just been hanging in there, and all of a sudden he produces that shot to let Srinath know that he has it in his armoury.
This was cleanly picked up. This is very so strong. Hitting through the line, middling the ball. Although he hasn't hit too many of those kinds of shots, yet he's looked very good.
We've got a few openers in this commentary box. Sunny Gavaskar and Ramiz Raja. Ravi Shastri had a fairly successful run as opener as well. Now, those are the kind of shots they played a lot oftener. Orthodox turn of the wrist for 4 runs to square leg. He's getting more runs. Should be looking at least 2 here. So he's taken 10 of the last 3 balls. The scoreboard's now starting to move. He is a very, very dangerous batsman, is Shahid Afridi. 41 for 1. It's gone a long way. They should redefine the boundaries when this man's batting, because sometimes it just makes a complete mockery of them. And what he's done is he's gone after Anil Kumble on his very first ball. That shows the enormous confidence with which he's approached this game.
This is an amazing hit. Cleanly lifting Kumble for a beautiful 6. Just a nice clean hit, Shahid Afridi.
He's gone after it again. And how far was this one? Far enough. Umpire Buckner is going to ask.
Beautiful, nice, clean hit again.
Let's take a look at this one. This one might be conclusive. There's a ball there, the bottom left of your frame. Well, I think it was 6, but it's much easier for me to say it than for umpire Steve Buckner, because he's got to be absolutely sure he's given it. So 2 6s in Anil Kumble's first over.
And a solid positive reply here by Shahid Afridi. He's batted extremely well. He's played to his strength. He's played straight. And he's put the pressure right back on the Indian bowlers. Now this should be a good contest between Harbhajan and Shahid Afridi. Harbhajan has a lot of variation. Afridi is a young man. He's cleaned him up. The young man has had the answer there. He's a clever bowler and he spots Shahid Afridi. That was right up in the block hole. Afridi playing across the line, which he had not done up to now. And Pakistan have lost their 2nd wicket.
Well, this shot is a bit like the shot that Sachin Tendulkar played. Half sweep, half nothing. Sachin Tendulkar also played something similar. He got hit on the pads, and that would have gone down the leg side. This one was banged on the centre stump. Shahid Afridi, the century maker in Chennai, is out for 32, and Pakistan are 54 for 2.
He's a big man, played well in the 2nd innings in Chennai. A loud shout, this time he's given. Kumble has done the damage. That one jumped, turned, bounced, and the close-in fielder at silly mid-off made no mistake.
Look at that. A little bit of dust coming up, coming off the glove. That's a very important wicket for India.
So Yusuf Yohana has come out to the crease. Pakistan have lost 3 wickets. That's beautifully bowled. They go up for a catch. Umpire Jayaprakash isn't interested. But this is a good line Harbhajan is bowling.
Yes, it is, because he's getting the ball to turn just a little bit. He's trying to tempt the batsman to go into the cut shot. What a catch! This is an outstanding catch. It'll go down as one of the all-time great catches. Yusuf Yohana, he's out.
Well, it works every time, Sonny. Every time you start to say good things about batsmen, how they are looking good, how they are batting well, they depart. That certainly was a very good catch by Anil Kumble. Hesitated a bit, Anil Kumble. Perhaps he wasn't expecting the ball to come back at him. Pakistan struggling a bit at 60 for 4.
Salim Malik, the most experienced of the Pakistani players, he's coming to bat. Pushed away, very good timing in that. Harbhajan Singh stopping that ball from going to the boundary, but there will be the extra run from the no ball.
Good work this by Harbhajan Singh. Showing great commitment there, sliding in. Very close to the rope, but he was in total control of both body and the ball.
It's an interesting field position for Salim Malik. He has the tendency to play with an angular bat in that area.
Oh, that's a very good shot. That should be 4. Nice stride forward. He just leaned into it. Nicely timed on the onside. A chase for Harbhajan here. Good effort. Again, nice soft hands. That's nicely played. That's a shot of a really experienced player. He's used Kumble's pace and got it away for 4.
Wristy work there from Salim Malik, waiting for that one to come. Didn't try to hit it towards point. Waited for that one and then played it with the spin. Good shot.
Again, that's well bowled. That was pushed through a little quicker. Good line.
Inzamam just a little late on that one, pushed in flatter and quicker. Didn't go across to play that cut shot. So just kept a little low for Inzamam. 52 balls for his 12. He's worked hard for his runs.
And that's put away by Malik. He picked the length up nicely. Good use of that back foot. And found the gap on the offside. Now that's another boundary for Inzamam. He's picked the length up so quickly. He's such a powerful man. It's not an easy shot to play this one. You might get the placement right, but not this kind of power.
Yes, both shoulders and wrist coming into play for Inzamam. It was beautifully put away.
And good use of the feet this time. That's power packed. That's another boundary.
Beautifully hitting it towards mid-on. Lucky it didn't get Salim Malik on its way. That one spun sharply and was pitched on the right length as well. Afforded the ball to come back to Inzamam.
Again, good use of the feet. He smashed it. This is a very good shot. Good over for Pakistan. Good cricket by Inzamam. 3 boundaries in that over. 106 for 4. And that's very nicely placed. He's a very, very good player of spin bowling, Salim Malik. And you'd see it in the shot that he's just played. He's bowled in! He's played all over it! And Kumble has struck with the last ball before drinks. A lazy shot from Inzamam. And he's made to pay the price for it. This is a big wicket for the Indians.
Well, Inzamam beaten for pace. A lazy shot played over it. Gap between bat and pad. That's an important breakthrough for India. He's gone for 26.
Here's a pair put on 54 runs and was starting to look very comfortable. 43 runs, Mike, had come in the last half an hour. 7 boundaries, 3 in 1 over by Inzamam against Harbhajan. Salim Malik was playing very confidently. Just looked like Pakistan were getting their act together. Now Prasad. There's always this great element of suspense when you appeal against Steve Bucknor.
He takes a bit of time to give them out, but normally when he say not out, he usually makes some indication quite early.
Pick the length very, very quickly, and that will be 4 more. The first over of that first spell produced 2 sixes, and then he came back and bowled superbly. Second spell was looking good as well. And Michael Holding was saying he was going at 2 and over. Just towards the end of that spell, he went for a few boundaries. That's why it's a little over 3. Third spell, 6 per over. He's got him. He's given him. I think Steve Bucknor gave Salim Malik a chance to go. Don't always see catches in that position. Malik's gone, it's 130 for 6.
Well, that's good bowling again from Prasad. As we said, he's been bowling as straight as he possibly can. The batsmen have to play a bit of an inside edge onto the pad, just lobbing out onto the offside, and a very simple catch. Mohammad Azharuddin had been waiting in that short extra cover position for quite some time, and the catch came. Steve Bucknor took some time before he raised that right index finger, but he was already nodding before he did that, giving Salim Malik the opportunity to go. He didn't, and so he sent him on his way. It's 130 for 6.
Pakistan are in trouble here. Wasim Akram has come into the fall of Salim Malik's wicket. Straight on the pad. Umpire Bucknor reckons it was doing too much.
Or perhaps maybe it had something to do with the height. Was a very good delivery again from Venkatesh Prasad. He's so accurate, Prasad. You can see that ball hitting him fairly high. Certainly would have gone over the top.
It's one of the reasons his batting average is 21 is that he's tended to bat in the lower order now. He's batted 52 times at number 8 and 19 times at number 9. And one of the reasons for that is that Pakistan have always had a wicket-keeper who could bat well, whether it was Moeen Khan or Rashid Latif. And as a result, unlike Imran Khan, who started off as a fast bowler and started climbing up the batting order, Wasim Akram hasn't quite been able to do that, though he packs enough punch to be able to create problems. This is poor cricket. 4 overthrows. And distress, absolute distress on Anil Kumble's face.
And he wasn't the one who got hit with the ball. So 2 people in distress. This is the first man to be in a bit of distress. He's very close in there at that forward short leg, and then that caused the distress for Anil Kumble. Oh, why? What's happening here?
Those are not bad figures at all. 2 for 17. Provided the breakthrough, getting Saeed Anwar with the new ball, and then came back and had Salim Malik with the old one. Everybody loves the camera. Fell short, I think.
I think that was pretty much always on the cards for Venkatesh Prasad. Not really bowling that quickly. No real pace here, and the ball fell well short of the man at slip.
Javed Srinath replacing Venkatesh Prasad. He should be close. Yes, he is. The ball hasn't risen at all. It's just kept low. This, mind you, is the second afternoon, and look at the way the ball is kept low.
Now that is plump. Very little Moin Khan could do with it. Srinath bang on target with his first delivery of a new spell. And have a look at this. It's kept low, short of a length delivery. It's hit him on the back leg, and that would have crashed into the middle and leg stump. Steve Buckner, even though he takes time, lifted his finger pretty quickly. 139 for 7.
The leg spinner Mushtaq Ahmed coming in place of Moin Khan, out leg before. Look at that, the ball hasn't risen at all. It's hit him below the knee roll in front of the middle stump. Very, very nicely bowled.
That was a lovely delivery from Srinath. Beat the outside edge, but Mungia, after collecting the ball, took a shy at the stumps.
Through the fingers of that man at Silly Point. It's not an easy position, that one at Silly Point.
Yeah, especially when it comes off the bat, because it comes much quicker then. And it was dying on him. Anil Kumble is really cheated up.
That one moved away. It's good bowling by Javed Srinath.
Yes, Akram very disappointed with that shot. Foot was nowhere near the pitch of the ball. He was looking to hit it on the up. Ball was leaving him.
Clearly going down the leg side. In fact, it's gone for 4 leg byes at Srinath's pace. Umpire Buckner not interested.
Ball from closer the stumps. Mushtaq was way forward to that one. It just went a little across, but then again it was safe.
Pakistani coach Javed Miandar looking just a little concerned. Just a little bit of width. Mushtaq quick to latch onto it, driving it for a boundary.
This is good cricket from Mushtaq.
Didn't go in the direction it intended, but nobody's going to be complaining from the Pakistan side at least. 165 for 7. That's the big hit that he's gone for. Up in the air, falling short of Venkatesh Prasad.
Well, Anil Kumble will be a disappointed man. Wasim Akram going for that shot, which Anil was hoping that he would, and well, just short of Venkatesh Prasad.
How about you get someone from your boy? Side time, boy.
Big shout.
Mushtaq just offering his pad there, keeping the bat behind the pad.
That's it. That pad. Harbhajan Singh has struck Mushtaq Ahmed. Very, very disappointed with himself.
Well, Mushtaq was trying everything to defend his wicket, pushing the pad and the bat, but this one just ballooned up easily for short leg to pick him up. There you see clearly the bat and then the pad. Good decision by the umpire. He goes for 12. Pakistan lose their 8th wicket for 167.
Saqlain Mushtaq has come in to replace Mushtaq Ahmed.
Well, that's a dangerous thing to do.
Good delivery. Googly spinning back in, but as we all know, he's not a very big spin of the ball. And so umpire Steve Buckner could not be absolutely sure that would have gone on to hit the stumps.
Right on the pads. Up goes the finger. That was a straight through. It came back into Akram. He's shaking his head. Interesting to see if he got some bat on it.
Well, I think it's obvious that he thinks he got some bat on it, and there certainly is a possibility of the ball hitting the bat. Whether it was the bat first or the pad first is another matter. If it was the pad first, certainly it's a good decision, because that ball certainly was heading towards the stumps. That would have hit the stumps if it hadn't been interrupted on its journey. Wazim Akram out for 15. I was having a quick chat with the last man. It's 168 for 9. Well, it might have been a bit of bat along with the pad.
So Bakar Yunus comes out to the middle with the Indians inside of a big lead here. 168 for 9 Pakistan. A good stop. He saved at least a couple of runs there, Azharuddin. So Pakistan at this stage 84 runs behind, just 1 wicket in hand. Excellent figures for this man. 3 for 29. Didn't play in the first test match in Chennai. Good piece of fielding there. He obviously is excited. He's picked up 3 wickets, so he wants to be involved in the proceedings.
That was good fielding. One hand and right beside the bails.
And that's a very, very old ball. And the Pakistani players there fiddling with it. Bakar Yunus now on strike.
That was a close call, I would think. Fairly long stride there from Bakar Yunus. I presume that is what saved him. These are some close calls, that's for sure.
Really crept along the ground. He's lifted his finger this time. Saqlain was on the back foot this time, and that's why umpire Steve Buckner reckoned that that would have gone to the leg stump. Very little Saqlain Mushtaq could do. That kept low and it hurried through to him. So Pakistan have been bowled out here for 172. The Indians have a lead of 80.
Yes, I don't think there was too much doubt about this. I think Sackland perhaps thought that he got some bat on the ball, but that was long after the ball hit him on his leg. Hit him plumb in front. Steve Buckner knew he was out. He perhaps said to himself, well, the only way he could have been saved was if it went under the stumps.
Now, those are the problems the batsman will have. Now, take a look at this, how much this ball bounces. High back lift, the bat never comes down. In spite of all the appealing and shouting, Empire Buckner has had a good match. He's not been overawed by the occasion. But a terrific performance by the Indian team. To bowl out Pakistan for 172, it means it gives them a lead of 80. And that's a big lead on this track.
Yes, indeed it is, and that could well be the decisive part of this match. A lead of 80 in a low-scoring match might just be the difference between the side that wins and the side that doesn't. Let's take a look at what the match situation was at the end of that Pakistan innings. India made 252 from 91.5 overs. Pakistan will be disappointed, not because they only made 172, but also because they did not even last 65 overs. Their top score was 32 from Shahid Afridi, Salim Malik 31, Inzamam 26, and all the Indians bowled well. Kumble 4 for 75. The off-spinner, the young man coming into this game, 3 for 30. He had a good match, as did Venkatesh Prasad, who had 2 for 20. So Pakistan 80 runs behind. They came out in the second innings desperate to get that early breakthrough. Let's catch action now. It's Wasim Akram bowling to Sadgopan Ramesh.
Whacked on the pads, and you'll hear a lot of appealing.
On target, Wasim Akram, the first ball. The ball just doing a little bit for the umpire to adjust that LBW. It was a good shout nevertheless.
Hot cup of tea is just about the right thing to do on what is such a chilly evening. He's got his full sleeve sweater on. This man has opened all his life, and he's just played a wonderful shot. And I think if you compare that shot with the one that Lakshman played in the earlier over, you'll see the difference, because there's not too much wrist in the shot. He just played it straight back.
He's such a good timer of the ball. Played it on the up. Played it straight. It's a beautiful shot. Playing through the line. It's a lovely shot to play. Straight drive, always very attractive to watch.
Umpire ruling that is just going down the leg side. Wasim Akram thinks there might have been another verdict.
And that one just might be doing a little bit, also going down the leg.
Will just go past the man there. So both openers now have a boundary.
Riley was looking to play through mid-on, but the close face of the bat made the ball to go in that direction, deep square leg. And there you see the ball twisting in the hands at the impact of the ball.
That's beautifully played. That is beautifully played. He's a very, very good player off his feet. And Waqar Yunus has just slotted the ball where VVS Lakshman was waiting for it.
Well, Waqar can give away a lot of runs when his in-swingers are misdirected. There's one example. Lakshman playing it nicely. Again, a wristy shot. Looks so very elegant when it's timed. Security has been very tight. They've been very good.
Yes, you can't quite escape them, can you, Ramiz? That's beautifully bowled. Identical dismissal to the first innings. He slipped that in slower, picked the gap. This is the mark of a great bowler.
This is brilliant bowling. This was beautifully done. An in-swinger, although Lakshman had moved pretty well, still not able to cover the in-swing. It's a big blow. gone for 8. India lose their first wicket for 15.
Pakistan have achieved their first objective here with salvaging this day.
Didn't bowl it too fast, Wasim Akram, and that one came back beautifully. There's not a lot Lakshman could do about it. Slightly pushed at it. Played away from the pad. That was the reason why there was a gap between bat and pad.
Man down, a third man. Can't get to it. Had to go one-handed. And that's never easy.
Well, Pakistan cannot afford boundaries at this point.
Shoaib Akhtar signing some autographs. A bit unlucky not to get a game here. He's a very, very quick bowler, as we saw when he played the home series against Australia. Oh, that's well bowled. Ball just stood up on him. When Ramesh thought he had it covered, obviously he hadn't.
This one was nicely played by Ramesh, keeping it down. There is a showcase of keeping a back pad. And I think that fielder had shot mid-wicket is not the right position initially for the Pakistanis.
Some younger children making their way into the crowd.
Wasim Akram, as usual, working very hard. And almost getting another wicket. 21 for 1.
So it didn't take long for Saqlain Mushtaq to get the ball in his hand. He's gone for the sweep shot. A chase here for Shoaib Akhtar. A 4-leg by signal by umpire Steve Buckner.
There's always going to be some doubt when the ball hits the pad that far away from the stumps. There's some chance of it carrying onto the leg stump because it didn't spin a great deal, but there's also some chance of it missing, and so the umpire has to give the benefit of the doubt to the batsman.
That is big, sharp turn.
How do you play deliveries like this? Absolutely no chance. Wicketkeeper did well there.
So the sun slowly but surely beginning to set there behind the clouds. 28 for 1 here. India in the second innings, 108 runs ahead, so comfortably placed at this stage. Coming towards the end of the second day of the test match here in Delhi. Oh, lucky there, didn't roll back onto his stumps.
Very well bowler, lucky, very well bowled, Shabash.
Not really much space there for the ball to get through. Somehow it did.
Oh, that's played nicely. That'll be 4. He waited on it nicely. That'll go all the way. By signal. And another boundary there to end the over. So like yesterday, the security stand more or less full. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Angled into the left-hander, which meant that he had to play at it.
They don't come much better than that. That pitched on the smooth surface, not in the rough. That was all the work of the bowler.
No real respite for a batsman on a track like this against Saqlain. Left on the pads first.
think you'll find that this ball hit Ramesh perhaps just outside the line of off stump, and there's no way you could say that he wasn't actually playing at the delivery. Ramesh and Dravid have a very important role to play here this evening. They have to try and make sure that Pakistan don't get another wicket before close of play, maintain the advantage.
Has become a little dark here. That could also be a reason why Wasim Akram has brought the other spinner on. That's Mushtaq. That's come off the pad.
That appeal certainly would have to have been LBW. Big turn here again for Mushtaq, but the bat was nowhere near to that ball.
Giving it a big shout, Mushtaq.
Ramesh doing well by picking the length to pad up. You have to be very careful while padding up, but if he has the area in mind where you'd like to pad up, then it will become easier for him.
It didn't really drift in as much as Sakleen thought that it had.
Ramesh leaving that one, just pitched on middle and off stump, and would have carried on to miss the stumps.
That is the wrong one. This is excellent bowling.
This was brilliantly bowled by Mushtaq, flighting that one, deceiving Ramesh. Thought that was a leg spinner, hanging his bat at that one. Everything worked well for the Pakistanis, except the batsman didn't nick it.
Remember, this is Ramesh's second test match. So he will be a little bit nervous, but he doesn't show that as he plays this shot. This could be towards the end of the day's play. But if the bad ball is there, Ramesh is going to hit that bad ball for runs. Good temperament that from the youngster.
This was a classy shot, so very difficult to play. The spinner straight down. It was also going the other way, probably a wrong one for Mushtaq. Desperate effort by Shoaib Akhtar. Could have seriously hurt himself there.
This is the kind of field that would intimidate anybody. And as we said, this is Ramesh's second test. The Pakistanis trying everything to try and get the youngster out. This was the wrong one. That was not the kind of shot you play off the last ball of the day's play. Ramesh showing his inexperience there. Maybe he didn't quite pick that wrong one, but he has stayed there, he survived, and so has Rahul Dravid. India ending the second day's play 46 for 1.
So after that early loss of VVS Lakshman, India negotiated the rest of the 19 overs quite safely to finish with 46 for 1. A good solid show from the young opener Sadgopan Ramesh, 22 not out. Rahul Dravid was 6 not out. Pakistan used 4 bowlers. Wasim Akram 1 for 13. That was a beauty he bowled to get rid of Lakshman. Waqar Yunus none for 12. Sakleen bowled 5 overs, none for 8. And Mushtaq Ahmed 3 overs, none for 5. Pretty favourable match situation for India at the moment. 46 for 1 in their second innings. That makes them 126 runs ahead. Big effort tomorrow for Pakistan when they come back. They've got to get those early wickets and try and force India to as low a total as possible. India, on the other hand, will be hoping to bat Pakistan out of this match. We'll wait and see what happens. Remember, if you've got any information needs, though, while you're watching, the channel to watch out for is channel 20. Till then, I hope you've enjoyed watching.
Well, we've had 2 days of Test match cricket. This is day 3 of the Test match. 21 wickets have fallen on the first 2 days of the Test match. And I promise you, on day 3, there will still be no respite for the batsman. If you look at the pitch here, these cracks really haven't opened out. On the surface, it looks pretty okay, apart from a little bit of the spikes marks, that of the bowlers and the batsmen running on the track. But the problem with this pitch is the subsoil isn't hard enough. That's why if the ball bounces at one place, it might just shoot through the deck. If it bounces somewhere else, it might bounce differently. Now take the delivery that Suckling got yesterday. It pitched somewhere short of a length and just ran along the deck. He had absolutely no chance, and as a batsman, to survive those deliveries, you need tremendous luck. Every batsman will need a share of luck, because once you see that delivery being bowled, that starts playing on your mind, and you think, now I've got to cover that. And just when you start doing that, you get one that will jump at you like a spinning cobra, like the one Ijaz got yesterday from Anil Kumble. Now you can't do much about that. That ball bounced, turned, and a simple catch to the man at silly point. So the bottom line is, on this surface, you need your share of luck. Patience is the key if you're a batsman or a bowler. And once you're in as a batsman on this track, the bottom line is you've got to play your shots to your strengths and not be overcautious.
So good advice that from Ravi Shastri. Play to your strengths. Let's see if that actually happened. We start action today with Suckling Mushtaq bowling to Rahul Dravid. First ball on the third day, and India get off the mark on the third day with a single to Rahul Dravid.
Come on, Saki.
Look for two, but the fielder at deep finally coming in very quickly.
Pakistani bowlers are just settling in, and Indians are doing the right thing by taking those singles whenever there's an opportunity. The proceedings of the first two sessions will decide Pakistan's resurgence or India's command and control on this test match.
Will this go? Yes. He's hit it straight. That's a very, very good shot from Rahul Dravid.
Rahul Dravid has the ability to attack. That is why he's an average of over 15 test match cricket. This was beautifully driven in the gap. Body weight well behind that shot. Risk coming into play at the last moment. That's a good shot from Rahul Dravid.
That sloppy piece of work there by Shahid Afridi.
Poor effort there from the Pakistan opener. There you see diving late, a little lazy effort. In fact, went underneath the arm. That would be very frustrating for the bowler.
This coverage being brought to you by TWI TV for ESPN and for digital in UK. It must be very, very cold up there for the cameraman. Moving the other way, this one. Dravid will look for two, and I think he should get it, because the substitute Shoaib Akhtar had to cover a lot of ground.
Nicely driven. That'll be four. He split the gap between mid-off and cover. And Sadagopan Ramesh, he continues to impress.
This is a good shot, but a full toss, looking for the swinging Yorker again, not quite finding it, just straying a bit in length.
Wrapped on the pads. For a moment you thought umpire Jayaprakash might lift his finger, but he was just...
I think he was trying to indicate that he played it, but I doubt that. That hit the pad plumb in front of mid-stump, and it's pretty difficult to understand why that wasn't given out. Below the roll, that is plumb. But that's the length that Wakar Yunus wants to be bowling. It doesn't want to be over pitching. Once he bowls straight on a good length, in line with the stumps as per usual, what's wrong with that? That's this plumb in front of mid-stump. That's dead.
And that's punched up the back foot. There's no sweeper on the offside. That'll be 4 runs.
That just stood up and asked to be hit. And Ramesh obliged. Just straightening, no serious turn there from outside the off stump. And he found the gap quite comfortably.
Oh, he almost played on there.
You can see that India are extremely confident. This was a close shave here for Ramesh. He could have lost his wicket there, but still Rahul Dravid was thinking about getting runs on the tins. Immediately called him through, and they got the single quite comfortably. Just missing the leg stump.
And Dravid now driving. That's a lovely shot. That's the best shot of the morning so far. Another boundary for the Indians. It's a very good last over for the Indians. 10 runs coming off it. A boundary for Ramesh, a boundary for Dravid. The lead now stretched to 169. This is the last ball of the previous over.
That was brilliant. There wasn't a very big gap between the man at extra cover and the man at mid-off, but he found it.
He's found the gap again. It's a quick outfield, and the ball will win again.
That follow-through area, it's not looking as bad as I thought it would look though, Ravi. I thought it would be a lot worse than it is at the moment. Few rough areas, but not really anything that's too threatening.
Oh, that's a great shot. Leaning into it, and again finding the boundary. That brings up his half-century. A very good match for the young lad. 60 in the first innings, and now he's reached 50.
And with an excellent shot. That was brilliant. The ball supposedly pitching in the rough areas outside the off stump, but he was not afraid to go for that drive.
India have moved along nicely. They're 178 runs ahead. Again, delicately played. He's got nice soft hands, Ramesh. And the 100 coming up for India. So good start this morning. India in a superb position. 100 for 1.
Come on, Saki.
He's going to be caught for this one. He is. He does play that shot pretty well, does Rahul Dravid. But this time he got the top edge, and Ijaz Ahmed has taken the catch, just moving around behind the wicket keeper. This is a big, big blow for India. Just what Pakistan wanted.
Well, it looked to be a predetermined shot. He hadn't played against the line so far in this innings. He was playing very straight. Tried to hit it a little too hard also. It was easily held by Ijaz. That's a big blow for India.
The big confrontation now. Sachin Tendulkar against Saqlain Mushtaq. Mushtaq's got Tendulkar 3 times. He's also got Rahul Dravid 3 times now. Now, so often when Sakla and Mushtaq both, you see that happening to a batsman on the back foot. It gives you an idea of how much spin there is on the ball.
Sachin doing very well here, blocking it and then making sure that it doesn't go on to roll to the stumps. There, that back foot coming across to make sure that everything is in place and safe.
And this time he's off the mark. Mid-on's a little deep. So that should ease the pressure a bit.
You have to admire Sakla and Mushtaq for the way he's kept this champion batsman quiet. 26 balls before he got off the mark. Both Sakla and Mushtaq have bowled very well. Just haven't given him any opportunities. And remember, this man is capable of scoring of good deliveries as well. So you have to pay tribute to these two fine Pakistani bowlers.
That's beautifully bowled. They go up for a catch, but I think it's missed everything. Great angle. Ramesh, the left-hander, had to play at it.
Yes, because he mixes that floater. And this is pitched on the middle-end leg, and it has turned. A very, very difficult delivery to play. Perhaps just a little too good for the batsman.
Again driving, good pace of fielding. A free leader fielder there.
Giving it everything, the Pakistanis. They know that they've got to save every run, because every run they save, that many less they'll have to chase in the second innings.
There's no mid-wicket, and he's found the gap. Huge gap on the onside, just two fielders there. And Ramesh helps himself to another boundary. And that's nicely timed with the back foot. That'll go all the way. Superb placement as well. That was just a push from Tendulkar, but it raced away to that mid-wicket boundary.
He's a very good timer. He uses a heavy bat. But if you have a look at the way he's bisected the two fielders, one at mid-on and one at mid-wicket, in fact leaving both the fielders sprawling. Look at that, both the fielders have been left sprawling. This is Shahid Afridi and now Shoaib Akhtar. Both the Pakistani fielders flat on the ground as the ball races away to the boundary.
And he sweeps this time for another boundary. This is exactly the shot he was attempting in the first innings. Missed it, hit his pad, and he was given out leg before. On this occasion, he got some bat on it. 2 boundaries to end the over, 121 for 2. Driven handsomely. Akram gets a hand to it. And he saves a certain boundary. Tendulkar wants 3, and he'll get it. And sweetly timed by him.
Look how quickly he starts to play a defensive shot, and then the moment he realizes it's a half volley, goes for the drive. And that's the kind of effort the Pakistanis would need to stop this man. The example being set by the Pakistani captain himself. Excellent effort that. Full toss. It's a gift. And Ramesh puts it away. Well, physically he'll have to do a little bit of chasing there. It's a well played shot by Ramesh.
He's timing the ball very well, Ramesh. Just slightly fuller in length, by no way a half volley. That one was beautifully timed.
India now 224 ahead. Sachin Tendulkar and Sadgopan Ramesh in occupation of the crease. They've got off to a brisk start after lunch. Right in the slot there for Sachin Tendulkar. Didn't really have to do much but to ensure that the ball was played in the gap. Support there from the crowd.
Waqar Younis is the man at mid-off, and immediately that ball was struck, he knew the fate. Well, that piece of fielding was quite typical of what has been happening to the Pakistanis in the field today. Lots of times it seems as if they have a bit of lead on their feet.
That was a risky run.
And totally unnecessary, I think. Certainly could have given his wicket away on this occasion. If that ball had hit the stumps, he would have been out by a long way. A long, long way. Totally unnecessary. But I suppose he'll say, well, I got away with it on this occasion. Perhaps won't try it again.
From the pass that kept really low. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal here. Leg by signal. This is interesting. Now out of nowhere, that ball is pitched and kept really low.
Keeping very low. Jayaprakash suggesting that the ball might be going down the leg. Yes, pitched just on middle and leg. Just might be just missing the leg, but very, very close appeal.
And cut away handsomely. That'll be 4.
This is brilliant stuff from Ramesh. He's been very impressive in this innings, playing everything with the bat. This one cutting it nicely in the gap.
And he goes for the sweep and puts that one away. He's found the gap on the onside. And the crowd enjoying the action. They've been treated to some good batting here today by the Indians. He's gone this time, straight to mid-on. He's miscued that hit. That was tossed up by Mushtaq. Tendulkar looking to go over the top. Did not get the timing right at all. Straight to Akram, and India have lost another wicket here.
This was cleverly bowled by Mushtaq. Sachin was playing him off the back foot most of the time. This was pitched up, and just the bat angled while Sachin was playing that shot. Didn't time it at all. Seemed to just have stopped a little as well. He's gone for 29. India lose the third wicket for 168.
So the Indian captain comes out to the middle. India have lost the wicket of Tendulkar, but they're still comfortably placed. So he's off the mark with that single.
249 on. In a very good position here. And importantly, his partner looking in very good touch.
That'll go all the way. That was a googly from Mushtaq. That one came back into him from the rough.
The This one spun back a lot way, pitching in that rough. Ramesh successfully cutting it.
Again, beautifully played on the onside. That should go for 4, 2 men chasing it. That boundary takes him to 95.
This is an excellent shot.
There you are, 258 at the moment. He is 96 not out. 15 boundaries.
Excellent shot.
With a shot like that, if you get past the bowler, it's often 4.
Lot of risk in that shot. It's not too many batsmen that you can see straight drive and use so much bottom hand.
He's caught and ball. Will you see a more tragic moment in sport? He cannot believe it. Is it a full toss straight back to the bowler? But don't worry, he's played a good innings.
Well, I think the entire ground was in shock for a few seconds there. And as you said, Harsha, he played a very good innings, and that's what they're appreciating now. They were in total shock when he was dismissed, but they are standing and applauding him on all the way back to the pavilion. That was a good knock. He'll be very, very disappointed, of course, but the consolation is that he certainly has put his team in a very, very strong position.
His history tends to record those 4 runs. But no one can take away this innings from him. This is how it happened.
Looking to put that ball through the onside and ending up hitting it straight back to Mushtaq Ahmed. And the full toss. Who said that full tosses are all bad balls? It's 183 for 4.
Now the left-hander Sourav Ganguly comes in.
Full toss that he could have put anywhere, and he pushed it right back to the bowler. Just can't believe it.
Just as he was on his way back, a little comforting pat on the back from his captain. And don't worry, there'll be another day, another ton. Now there was an edge. Very interested to see how far it was, because Moin is just a bit disgusted. Landed short of slip.
This was another excellent delivery from Saqib Mushtaq, the one that went straight on. Not enough pace to take it into the slip cordon. Off the glove.
Sourav Ganguly on strike. He's had a slightly indifferent series. Now he's got to be careful about playing that kind of shot.
I think he's pretty safe here. That ball has hit him just outside the line of off stump, and he's offering a stroke.
Yes, as Mikey said, this time he was out of danger. And he plays that shot so well. Always special to watch him hit the ball through the offside. That won't help at all. That is not good news for the bowler. Doing a good job of appearing impassive.
Nadeem Khan on the field, not doing a very good job.
The Chennai huddle now in Delhi. I think Akram realizes that the game can easily drift away from him here. He's called everyone. He called Waqar Yunus, who is in the deep, and said, hang on, come here, I want to talk to you, because I think 270 is dangerous without us allowing them to score any more. I think he's just injecting some adrenaline. Let's go and let's do a few things out here.
This is good.
Oh, he played that shot so well. We saw Lakshman play a couple of those in the first innings. He's modelled himself on this man, and here's the master himself providing the original. Priority. Oh dear, Ramesh has missed a century by a whisker, so India's going to learn very quickly. The newspapers don't come out till tomorrow morning. That's only for the sports editors.
I thought those instruments were defunct.
Wasim Akram will bowl now. Yes, they don't want to chase too many in the second innings, the Pakistanis, and if Wasim can get a couple of wickets, there's a good chance that the Indian innings can fall for less than 250. They've got a very good batting pair there now, Mohammad Azharuddin and Sourav Ganguly, capable of scoring runs at a fair clip. He's bowled in, first ball. He's dragged the ball onto his stumps. Just a little too close for the cut shot, I think.
Well, it's a funny game, cricket. It was a loosener from Wasim Akram. I don't think he would have hoped for picking up a wicket with that delivery. The batsman has made his life a little easier here. Tried to hit it too hard. Not much bounce there. Bottom hand came into play, got the inner edge, went back onto the stumps. The captain dismissed for 14. 199 for 5.
Nayan Mongia has come in to replace the Indian captain, who was just bowled by Wasim Akram's first ball of a new spell.
There you see the bottom edge onto the stumps. No real bounce here for Wasim Akram. Pretty innocuous delivery, but it's picked up the wicket of the Indian captain. It's trying to hit it too hard. Now that should lift up the Pakistan team, because that's an important wicket, because Azharuddin can score quickly. He plays the spinners well. This pitch has eased up. But Pakistan don't want India to get many more than 300, because Kumble could be a totally different proposition.
And he's given him out, leg before. The ball swinging into the right-handed Nayan Mongia.
Well, the first one may have been a loosener, but this one is a beauty. Late swing, good delivery to a new man coming in. And watch here, Nayan Mongia is on the move when it strikes him. It's come back enough and would have just hit middle and off stump. Umpire Jayaprakash raised his finger there. The height was okay, and Wasim Akram now is on a hat-trick. 199 for 6.
2 wickets of consecutive deliveries of a new spell. Wasim Akram is on a hat-trick.
It's Umpire Jayaprakash reckoning that that ball came in enough to hit off stump, but good delivery to get first up. What's the position of the seam? And he was on the move when the ball hit him, and even though he was playing forward, the height was okay.
Yes, it hit him around the shin, below the knee roll of the front pad. Wasim Akram's on a hat-trick. He's taken a few hat-tricks in one-day internationals. Well dug out by Anil Kumble. Not only well dug out, but it's going to go for a boundary.
Well, a sly grin there from Wasim Akram. It was another beauty, and Kumble brought his bat down just in time. The crowd enjoyed it. Good cricket all round. The bowler on a hat-trick, good delivery, first up, and Anil Kumble really had to get his leg out of the way there. In the end, dug it out well and opened his account with that boundary. Look at that, that was bang on target.
There it is, 85 test matches, 363 wickets. Wasim Akram, the highest wicket taker for Pakistan in test cricket, going ahead of his mentor Imran Khan, who got 362. Waqar Yunus almost 100 wickets behind. He's gone for the big hit. He's timed it very well. It's a boundary.
Yeah, it's a good positive blow by Kumble. He picked up the top spinner. And the good thing about the shot was he hit it straight. He went through with the shot. He didn't try and hit it across the line, because then there was every chance of the ball taking the leading edge. And even though he didn't middle it, he got enough bat on it for the ball to reach the fence.
Steve Buckman not interested in an appeal from Sir Claire Mushtaq, 209 for 6. This is a fantastic shot from Saurav Ganguly. He's hit it deep into the crowd, hitting it with the turn. He did that to Sir Claire Mushtaq in Chennai as well. Just a little bit of air and lovely use of the feet.
And that's why he should be thinking of coming to the top of the order when he can play shots like this. Glorious hit. Lovely use of the feet. Good follow through. And that's a big one.
Four wickets in hand. India 299 runs ahead. Big shout. But as we've been saying, it's a huge stride forward. So the distance for the ball to travel from there towards the stumps is very, very big.
Yes, and he's a tall man. That's hit him on the roll of the pads. Might have well gone over the stumps as well. And a big stride forward.
Well, the highest fourth innings total to win for Pakistan. 3 times they've gone over 200. Number 2 and number 3 quite comfortably, 7 wickets in hand and 8 wickets in hand respectively. The one right on top, 315 for 9. They just made it. They had 9 wickets down. India now 301 ahead. I think this ball did just a little too much.
Came back to Ganguly a long way in and was clearly missing the leg stump.
His body language has been very good, very positive. Not once has his body language suggested that he feels that his team is not doing well. Beautifully bowled.
The drifter, the straighter one. Anil Kumble not reading it well.
Mehendi on the palms of the young lady. What a beauty. What a beauty.
Anil Kumble thinking that was the conventional off spin, went the other way. Look at that one actually moving the other way. That's a fantastic ball.
It's gone for 4 byes. This is difficult for the wicketkeeper to keep. The ball has turned and bounced. It almost looked like an action replay of the way Rahul Dravid got out.
Straighter one from Sir Claire Mushtaq. Probably off the arm. Be interesting to see whether he had a bit of glove onto that one. No, it just came off the arm. Good decision by umpire.
Yes, he's missed the ball by a fair distance. You can see that the ball's bounced a little more than he expected. He's out this time. Very well bowled by Sir Claire He went round the wicket, got the ball to drift away, and it was almost like giving catching practice to Ijaz.
Anil Kumble moving away to play that cut shot, was deceived a little in the air and was nicely held by Ijaz. Beautifully taken. He's gone for 15. India lose their 7th wicket for 231.
Javagal Srinath has come in to replace Anil Kumble, who played a little innings there, very important little innings.
Drawing away, not in control of that cut shot. Nicely held by Ijaz.
Yes, if the original is very expensive, they can always go for this one.
Coke might be interested in him.
It could have been a possible chance. It went off very quickly.
This is wonderful bowling. Drawing Ganguly into the shot, moving away from the left-hander, and Moin Khan dropping that one. Went quite quickly to him. Wasim Akram put a bit in that one.
Umpire Buckner not interested at all.
This one spinning sharply back to Srinath off the pad. Srinath lunging forward. Not in total control of that one.
India 314 ahead, 3 wickets in hand. Wasim Akram will continue from the pavilion end. Big appeal that. Umpire Jai Prakash not impressed. In the commentary box it is Ravi Shastri and Michael Holding.
Yes, the problem here was that the ball pitched outside the leg stump. You take another look. And then even if it's going to hit the stumps, and even if it's hit the back pad, there's no way you can be given out.
We have a visitor, Ravi.
Yes, he's a huge fan of Sachin Tendulkar. Tries to imitate him in every possible way. Resembles him to an extent. Wasim Akram telling the umpire that it hit the pad first, then the bat. We'll take another look. It's worth a shout.
Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes it does hit the pad before the bat. But once it's both bat and pad, it's pretty difficult for the umpire to determine which one came first. And that ball seemed to hit the back pad, so it would suggest that it was bat and then pad. If it had been the front pad, there might have been some doubt.
Yes, he's trying really hard. He's excited, but I think the umpire has given the right decision here. So there you see the highest totals Pakistan have chased to win a test match. 315 against Australia is the highest. So if they have to win this match, it will be the highest score they'll be chasing. It's not going to be easy on this pitch. Oh, what did that miss? Mustn't have missed by much. Right through Srinath.
I think Wasim Akram must be thinking that the stumps moved. Wow. Just past the outside edge, and again just missing the off stump.
He'll have to hurry up. He'll get the single in the end. Direct hit and a big throw by Waqar Younis, but Ganguly should be in comfortably. But Buckner has not called for the third umpire. This is really surprised because if you saw Kumble's balance in his stance, it always suggested that he was moving forward. Always handy to have a short delivery up your sleeve and surprise the batsman. It's a huge crowd here today to watch this test match. No seats available, so these people are happily placed on top of buildings, terraces, to watch the game here. Suckline continuing. Oh, he picked that one, he gave himself room, and he's found the gap. That should be 4.
Gave himself a lot of room here, Javagal Srinath. Wanted to make sure that even if the ball spun back into him, he still had enough room to hit it through the offside. And he hit it powerfully. Not the most agile at the best of times was him, Akraman. In the middle of his spell, wow, could have caused some damage there. Srinath and Ganguly colliding.
Umpire Buckner is taking a good hard look. There was some noise.
I have a feeling that hit 2 things there, Ravi. Certainly sounded like two connections. Wow. I think Mr. Srinath will be quite happy with umpire Steve Buckner.
Yes, a definite sound, no doubt about that, and a woody one at that. He's gone for the big one, and it is a big one. One bounce over square leg. So Srinath attacking here.
Picks the right one here, Javagal Srinath. It was spinning into him. It wasn't one of those that would have straightened. Hit it with the spin and got it right in the middle of the bat. Sacklin knew what had happened before it had gotten to the boundary.
Oh, what a reply. That's beautiful bowling.
Excellent delivery. Frustration.
Yes, yeah, Yusuf Mahana bhai.
The 250 coming up for the Indians. The crowd enjoying it. The lead now 330. He's hit that over extra cover. Doesn't go all the way. Good use of his feet. Got inside the line of the ball and hit it inside out. So boundary there to end the over. 254 for 7. So Mushtaq Ahmed is being brought back into the attack. He replaces Wasim Akram.
No, this one really spun. Almost turned the square.
The third umpire being called for. Srinath looking to swing it away on the onside. Was his leg on the line, or was his leg in the air when the bails were taken off, or was his leg behind the line? We'll have to take a look.
You get the impression that Steve Buckner thought that he was safe, and then he decided to call for the third umpire. And I think the initial thought is correct. Foot did get back in quite quickly. Bail's just going off now. And the green light.
That's a huge lead. 337 runs ahead. Still 3 wickets remaining.
Remember, 2 days to go in this cricket match. Kumble and Srinath, between them, actually outscored Saurav Ganguly, but he's been the influence there. He's been around. He's the top order man. Now is Mushtaq Ahmed. He's picked his spot beautifully. That is a top shot. One of the flatter sixes you will see. Not much height, but he really hit that beautifully.
Ganguly does use his feet really well. Coming down, hitting it with the beautiful flow of the bat, picking it straight over Mushtaq. That's a great six. And there you see 1, 2, 3, and a beautiful straight hit.
Wonder if it was slightly symbolic that he hit it in front of the Pakistan dressing room. Oh, that's beautifully played. Really well played by Saurav Ganguly, because he waited for the ball to come. He didn't throw his bat at what was such an obviously short pitch ball. That's a bold, brave shot, and a very powerfully struck one as well. I think they're far happier playing Mushtaq. I think they're picking the length very quickly when he's bowling. Bounce on that ball was an indicator. Literally played it off his hip. 50 of the partnership comes up. Very, very important partnership in the context of the match.
That's a lovely shot. Punch straight down the ground. That has the timing to reach the fence. Still 3 wickets remaining. So this partnership really keeping the Pakistan bowlers at bay. They've added 59. And some more. 63 now with that boundary. And that's gone through in Zaman. That'll go all the way. So 50 here for Saurav Ganguly. He's had to work hard for it. And it's come at a time when the Indians needed it.
Well appreciated by this big crowd here in Delhi. Very valuable half century.
So the last wicket fell with the score 231. That was a long time ago when Kumble was dismissed. These two have taken India past the 300-run mark. They're still there. And another bowling change now. Afridi being brought back into the attack. That was bowled very quickly. They're running. Have to wait for the umpire signal here. In fact, no signal. So he reckons it has hit the bat. 304 for 7. It's a quicker delivery. Bowled with an unusual action. Now that's hit the toe. And the umpire reckoning that that hit the bat. That wouldn't have hit leg stump, that's for sure.
This has been a frustrating partnership for the Pakistanis. Saurav Ganguly batting with a half century and Srinath batting with 35. Moin Khan had very little idea of this one. It's gone for 4 byes. That went up in the air. That was struck very, very firmly.
Well, a hard cotton ball chance. Srinath driving it quite fiercely to Shahid Afridi, who didn't get a chance to move even when it came straight at him.
Having a close look at his fingers. Srinath has decided to go over the top. He's found the gap. It's another boundary. And India's lead now exceeds 400.
Yes, and by close, India went on to 324 for 7. Srinath was 44 not out, and Saurav Ganguly, playing a wonderfully restrained innings, was 58 not out. Earlier, Sadgopan Ramesh narrowly missing out on a first test century by just 4 runs. Bowling figures for Pakistan: 3 wickets there for Wasim Akram, 3 for 38 from 19 overs. Saqlain Mushtaq had 2 for 112 from 44 overs. 2 wickets as well for Mushtaq Ahmed, 2 for 86 from 26 overs. Waqar Yunus had 12 and Afridi 8 overs. And the match situation at the end of day 3, India 252 and 324 for 7. Pakistan 172, and right down at the bottom, the crucial factor, India 404 runs ahead. I hope you've enjoyed watching the highlights here on digital. We will of course bring you all the action live on
Contest between the bat and the ball. Let's see what the pitch has to offer on day 4. Well, if you look at the main surface, there are a few pieces that have come out here, but this is halfway down the track, and this really won't affect the batsman one bit. But if you walk down the pitch, you'll see a few more spots. Now this again is a spot from where the bounce can be a little variable, but the real spots to be worried as a batsman is somewhere here. Now this is around the Goodland area. These are spots where pieces have come off the deck from the main surface, and an off spinner can really come into play. As far as the rough area goes, plenty of rough created here by the bowlers follow through and the batsman running on the track, so a leg spinner can exploit this. If he pitches here, you get the ball to turn and bounce. We saw runs being scored yesterday, but still, 6 wickets fell. It could have so easily been 10, because there were balls that really kept low, like the one Ganguly got yesterday. And since he was set, that's why he could keep it out. But because he spent time at the crease, you could also play shots, like the cover drive he played, got to the pitch of the ball, drove it. Now, having said that, batting is still not going to be easy, and on day 4, I do still believe that it will be the bowlers who will call the shots.
Yes, it does look like it might just be a struggle. So let's pick up the Indian innings. It's Saqlain Mushtaq bowling to Saurav Ganguly.
Very well, boy. Come on!
Ganguly taking a quick single. I thought Pakistan conceded about 30 to 40 singles yesterday, quite unnecessarily. No slip there. Moin Khan diving valiantly to his right. 4 more runs to India. 330 for 7.
Just missing Moin Khan's diving effort.
Come on! Is he right? Right. Once again!
The crowd applauding the 100 partnership between Ganguly and Srinath. Srinath has played his part. He's 49 out of the partnership of 100. This has been a very, very important partnership for India. He's edged it, falling short of a half century by 1 run. The ball turned sharply on him, and he gently guided it to the slip, Ijaz Ahmed. But Javagal Srinath shouldn't be disappointed. He's done a wonderful job for India.
Yes, a very good knock. A pretty similar dismissal to Anil Kumble, trying to make some room to play that one. It bounced, it was held well in the end by Ijaz. It's gone for 49. India lose the 8th wicket for 331.
Venkatesh Prasad coming in to replace his fast bowling partner Javagal Srinath.
There you see a bit of bounce there. Went straight to Ijaz, who caught it in the end. Another wicket for Saqlain Mushtaq, who's had a terrific series.
This is driven off the back foot. It'll go for a boundary. Sakleen not amused. A number 10 batsman drawing back on a turning pitch and cracking him for a boundary. 335 for 8.
Free close-in fielders for Prasad. He'll be tested with the drifter that Saklan's bowled so well.
This is the back cut which has got Anil Kumble and Javgal Srinath in trouble, but not Venkatesh Prasad. He's played it wide of that slip fielder and got himself 2 runs in the bargain. He's bowled him. This is a beautiful delivery, just pitched up. Venkatesh Prasad wanted to go for the drive, going for the bat and pad. 4th wicket for Sakleen Mushtaq.
This was a wonderful delivery. Sakleen getting his 4th wicket, being paid for his hard work. This one was pushed a little quicker also. Near the batsman, and it spun sharply. He's gone for 6. India lose their 9th wicket for 339.
He's bowled him. That's another 5-wicket haul for Sakleen Mushtaq. 4 innings he's had against the Indians, and every single innings he's picked 5 wickets. That is terrific bowling.
Fantastic stuff from Sakleen in 2 test matches. That's brilliant stuff. He's been able to mix his drifters and his sharp spin quite outstandingly against the Indian batting. This one again spun back to the right-hander, no clue whatsoever.
So Pakistan finished it off quite early. India all out for 339. Srinath just missing out on a 50 there. He made 49. And then Prasad 6, Harbhajan 0 followed quite quickly, leaving Saurav Ganguly 62 not out. 5 wickets once again for Sakleen Mushtaq. 20 wickets in the series so far. 5 for 122 from 46.4 overs. 2 for 86 for Mushtaq Ahmed and 3 for 43 to Wasim Akram. So at the end of that innings, India 419 runs ahead. The victory target 420. It's never been done before in Test cricket, so it must have been a confident Indian team that took the field.
Afridi's already got 100 in the series. And a pretty good average. So he's on strike now to Prasad. And off the mark straight away. So in spite of Pakistan chasing this big target, it's important that Afridi plays his natural game. 11 and 141. That was a match-winning innings in Chennai. Smash back. That went like a rocket. Srinath might have just got his hands to it, but that was traveling like a tracer bullet.
Well, that's the man, Afridi. Not afraid to play his shots. Hit it in the air, but he hit it very, very hard. He came straight back at Srinath, but it shot past him before he could close his hands. You'll see that the ball is well past him, and then his hands are closed. Much too quick.
That's a lovely shot. That should do wonders to his confidence. A nice free-flowing drive there from Saeed Anwar. But that's put away in style. He's picked that one up and hammered it over mid-wicket. Another boundary for Afridi. Again, nicely timed. The chase for Ganguly, but the ball's going to win. And lovely timing by Shahid Afridi. It's a good approach he's adopting here.
There was nothing really wrong with this delivery. If you have a good look at this delivery, you'll see that it was on off stump, seemingly trying to straighten, but it was just so well played. Beautifully timed, well placed.
There's third man, but that has beaten him. A little too square, and this was hit a lot finer by Saeed Anwar.
With only the one slip in place. I think the third man was a bit square. I think he perhaps was in the same position he was in when there were two slips. With one slip and the gully, he needed to be a bit finer. And that has cost India a few more runs.
That delivery really took off. Good carry to the keeper.
Excellent line.
There's lots to think about in the Pakistan camp. Ijaz Ahmed is number 3. Javed Miandad having a word with him. He sent out his protege almost in Shahid Afridi out to open the batting and spin so early. Already Kumble's second over. Just short of the man at cover, and Anil Kumble thinks there might have been a slightly more committed effort at diving for it.
Here's the front foot not to the pitch of the ball. Shahid Afridi playing away from the body, scooping it in the air.
The runs continue to flow for Pakistan, though. Kumble must be encouraged by the amount of turn he's getting. Lovely shot. He is such a good player. We've been talking all along about how important it is for Saeed Anwar to provide the start for Pakistan.
Srinath coming from over the wicket to Saeed Anwar. It was nicely timed. That's a beautiful shot. He's a very nice timer of the ball.
It might go all the way. Another boundary. So what are we seeing here? Pakistan are getting the runs on the board and getting them quickly. It's 46 for no loss. He's living a charmed life against Kumble at the moment. There's no doubt about it. Is Shahid Afridi.
Again, a chancy shot. But then he was given a single there because the fielder was at mid-off.
Found the gap again. 50 in very, very quick time for Pakistan. And really, if they'd have scripted themselves, they would have done it quite like this.
This is another exquisite shot from Saeed Anwar. Driving it beautifully.
I guess it's very easy to believe that at any given time there's lots of runs to play with. To believe that things will happen. Things are happening at the moment, but they're happening for Pakistan. This is a good chase, but it's just short. Ganguly was giving it everything he had. It was about 1.5 yards short in the end. Big turn on that one. Really big turn on that one.
Yes, this one did come a long way back to the right-hander. Also nicely bowled by Harbhajan.
That's hammered off the back foot. That's another boundary. Afridi got the width he was looking for. It's gone for the big one. It's up in the air. One bounce over the rope. Just does not allow the bowler to dominate. That's his natural game.
Because you can see it's not a big boundary, and a little bit of mistiming could have resulted in his dismissal. So they've got to encourage Afridi to play shots like that. Maybe hope that the ball will go up in the air near the fielder.
Good piece of fielding. 73 for no loss. That's a good stop to the last ball of the previous over. Still one of the best fielders in the Indian team, if not the best. And he goes over the top here. He's hit that inside out. He'll get another boundary for it. Not timed as well as he would have liked, but the important thing is 4 runs on the tins. That's flicked round the corner. That'll be 4. He's got that fine enough. So the runs continuing to flow here for Pakistan.
Pakistan 10 short of reaching the 100. That's a very, very good positive start by the Pakistanis. Was it a chance? It may well have been a chance. First ball after lunch.
I have a funny feeling that this just bounced short of Azharuddin that slip again, just under his hand. I think if you're going to be faulting him, you have to say that he perhaps got a bit too quick. You can see him there being up and then having to go down for the ball. When you're fielding in those positions, in the slip, forward, short leg, silly point, you've got to make sure that you stay down.
And that's boundary number 2. Getting to his half-century.
Very good half-century that for side Anwar. Has not been in the best of form throughout this series. But now with this big target, 420 to get, we're looking quite good.
He's out. Caught behind. Afridi not happy with that. He thinks that the bat might have brushed the pad. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, there were definitely 2 sounds there. Shahid Afridi obviously dissatisfied with the umpire's decision. But with 2 sounds and with the ball flashing past the outside edge, umpire perhaps thought it hit the outside edge, and for sure. Let's see. Well, pretty difficult to tell. It seemed as if there was a bit of a gap between the ball and the bat. Well, now he has seen the raised index finger. He has to go. It's 101 for 1.
Ijaz Ahmed has come in after the fall of Shahid Afridi's wicket. He's given him out. Leg before. It was a full toss. Almost Yorker. Jaiprakash took his time and then declared Ijaz out.
And Mr. Jaiprakash thinks that this is out. It's had hit him almost on the full. The ball is drifting in towards Ijaz Ahmed. Very vociferous appeal, and has been given out LBW for naught. I'm not too sure that wouldn't have missed the leg stump though. But the fever is on. It's 101 for 2.
Played quite confidently by Inzamam-ul-Haq.
In the meantime, on the other end, Said Anwar marches on. Another very good shot of Harbhajan Singh for 4. There's that ball going through that gully region again. Went all along the ground. Would not have been a catch. Good work there by Jawagal Srinath.
The crowd has suddenly come to life after those 2 wickets. They were pretty subdued when Pakistan were making that strong reply, a 100-plus opening partnership. But as soon as the wickets fell, they are all up.
And the Secretary of the Board of Control for cricket in India, Mr. Lele. Oh, that's a lovely shot by Inzamam. Just leaning into it. Lazy elegance there, demonstrated by the big man. He's bowled in, he's played on. A loose shot again by Inzamam. His bat was away from his pad as he was attempting to play it. The ball's taken the inner edge and gone back and hit the off stump. Now this is a big blow. Kumble struck again.
Lazy shot by Inzamam once again. This one not bouncing as much as Inzamam was hoping. And there you see the bat away from the pad, getting an inside edge. That's a big wicket for India. He's gone for 6. Pakistan lose its 3rd wicket for 115.
So Yusuf Yohana is the new man out there for Pakistan. Again stuck on the pads, he's given it this time. So wickets falling in a hurry here. That's number 4. Yusuf Yohana has been dismissed without tickling the scorers. And look at the crowd.
Inquiring from Saeed Anwar, where did he go wrong? If you could just see, just went a little across the line. That one straightening on to hit the middle there. That's a good decision. He's gone for naught. A straighter one from Anil Kumble, not spinning. Would have gone on to hit the stumps.
What a transformation in the game. No wonder the crowd is delighted. 4 wickets have fallen after lunch, all to this man. Another wicket taking over there for Kumble. He's having a magical spell at the moment. He's been bang on target. You can see from his face that he means business. That was up in the air, just short of Dravid. Good attempt, but again, the line. It's a good line he's bowling to the left-hander here. It's an attacking and a restricting line.
This was well played by Saeed Anwar, in fact. They're not trying to hit at the ball, just withdrawing the shot at the last moment. There you see him playing it down. He almost had it, Rahul Dravid. Pakistan need him out there. He's looking extremely good on 63.
In the air, just clearing Kumble.
That was one way of breaking the shackles. He had to take a certain amount of risk to get himself a boundary at that occasion. Didn't middle it again. Just went perilously close at the leaping Anil Kumble.
He's got him. Off the outside edge. It's a good catch at slip. Turned, bounced, and luckily for Ganguly, was in the air for a while. Gave him the time to pick it up inches off the ground. That is the end of Moin Khan.
No doubt about this. Ball bounced, hit him on the glove, and just lobbed to Ganguly. Had to come forward just a bit. Saurabh Ganguly to his right and slightly forward. But as Harsha Bhogle said, the ball looped on its way to Ganguly. Had enough time to get under it and took a very good catch. 127 for 5. Pakistan in desperate trouble.
Salim Malik comes out with a poor hamstring and Shahid Afridi for company. So often Harbhajan has managed to do that.
He spun a long way, and look at the bounce. off the roll of the pad. I think Nayan Mongia was appealing definitely for LBW. Seemed to be looking straight down the pitch as soon as it hit the pad.
It's really getting them to hurry off the deck now is Anil Kumble, and very well played by Saeed Anwar. Great advantage of being set. Come down in time on that one. He's given him his. Went off glove. Anil Kumble has taken number 6. Surely this must be all over for Pakistan. 128 for 6. But what a good innings it was from Saeed Anwar.
I don't think there was any doubt about this at all. Saeed Anwar had been batting well, but this ball again bounced, turned onto the body and just lobbing up to the man at forward short leg. Absolutely no doubt about that. Saeed Anwar played a very good knock, but it's come to an end. Caught by Latchman and forward short leg. It's 128 for 6.
No shortage of action in the last hour or so.
But look at that. 9 overs and 4 balls in this spell. 6 for 26.
Smart in that first spell, 5 overs done for 25 was part of a very, very disappointing morning session for India, when Pakistan was scoring runs at will. Now some runs on the board. We'll get 2.
Well, we were talking about Salim Malik having a runner. Well, this is Salim Malik taking off, and then the pain reminds him, oh, I shouldn't be running. I have someone here to run for me.
He'll pick up runs here. He'll pick up 4, in fact. Doesn't need to run for this one, Michael.
I don't think he'll run for anything else for the rest of this innings. That pain was too much. It's 135 for 6.
They've got a huge mountain to climb here, and they're running out of oxygen. Go off pad or bat, 4 runs. Beautiful wave going on here at the Feroz Shah Kotla. But the wave very quickly gives way to cheer, because they know the moment a wave comes on, the camera will be on them. Oh, he'd made up his mind that he was going to come down the track. And as a result, he got the ball very high on his bat. Would have been looking for 4, maybe 6, only got 2. And Monga's expression suggests it was close to the leg stump, but it's also hit the helmet on the way. Now the law says that if it's a cap and the helmet can substitute for a cap, get 5. Now umpire Jayaprakash has called the attention of Steve Buckner to the fact that the ball hit the helmet on the way, saying, did you see it yourself? And Jayaprakash says yes. And that's a call with the left hand. 5. He's making sure no one misses that. Very rare occurrence there. It's gone straight through Monga, and watch for the helmet. There it is. It's taken a bit of a knock.
Umpire Buckner not interested. There wasn't any appeal really, just the excitement of the crowd.
It's coming off the pad. Good reflexes there by the Indian captain.
230 wickets. That's a very good strike rate. 51 matches he's played.
Oh, that's a beauty. It's a perfect leg spinner's delivery.
Yes, look at the way it's turned around the off stump, forcing Salim Malik to play at it, and then turned ever so slightly. Swept away for a boundary.
Very powerfully struck. Look at Salim Malik. That didn't miss him by much. Beat the man at square leg too. It was powerfully struck.
That's nicely played. Flicked off his pads. Dismissed from his presence.
Now that's a very good shot.
It turned, it beat Nayan Mongia, it beat Salim Malik, it beat Sourav Ganguly. It beat everybody.
Yeah, I just think he played a little too early here, Salim Malik. There you see, 2 minutes too early.
He's gone for the big one, connected very nicely. One bounce over the boundary ropes.
Yes, that's more like the Akram we know, especially when he's playing against the spinners.
And this time he's played it with the turn over extra cover. So Wasim Akram, the Pakistan captain, has decided to go after young Harbhajan Singh.
Now this is hit extremely hard. Good use of his feet, good follow through. Was in the air, but in the gap as well. So the second boundary of the over.
And this time he's pulled him. So 3 consecutive boundaries of young Harbhajan.
Well, 1 wicket for Srinath in the first innings. No wickets here, but he was the man who dismissed Malik in the first test match.
An easy single. Big shout that. Going down the leg side is what Steve Buckner says.
First session was all Pakistan. They wrapped up the Indian innings and then were 95 for no loss. It's been all India in session 2. 6 wickets there for 83 runs, and I'm sure Mohammad Azharuddin would settle for that.
No ball, there is no slip. At Srinath's pace on a smaller boundary like this one at the Feroz Shah Kotla, was always going to be a boundary. Full toss, tucked away. Has it got enough legs on it? No, it may just have touched the rope. We'll have to have a look at it again. But good effort that from young Harbhajan. 182 for 6. Now, did his right foot touch the rope? That's the question. Because he did a good job to drag the ball in.
I think it was pretty safe there. Just 3 runs given to Akram.
Big shout there. Little turn there for Anil Kumble.
Attacking Akram on middle and leg stump. It was off the pad.
This time the ball's gone to the fielder at silly point. This was the wrong one.
This was pushed in a little quicker by Anil Kumble. Fished within the stumps. Just offered to move a little bit away, suggesting it was the wrong one.
But this one is turned. He's bowling a lot slower, Anil Kumble, not bowling flatter and quicker, giving the ball just a little bit of loop.
Yes. Bit of bounce off the pad. A difficult take for the keeper.
That one's dipped in very late, very, very late. It's good bowling this from Srinath. Rare misfield that by the Indian captain. 186 for 6. Pakistan making good progress with this 7th wicket partnership between Salim Malik and Wasim Akram. They've played confidently. He's bowled him. He tried that shot in the previous over, and the ball hurried on to him, then hit it to mid-on. This time it was through him.
Malik clearly late on that shot. Looked to be just a little surprised by the pace of that one. There you see, just took the top of the bail. Disappointing end to Salim Malik. Yes, man of the moment, Anil Kumble. He's gone for 15, Malik. Pakistan lose their 7th wicket for 186.
7 wickets for Anil Kumble. All the 7 Pakistani wickets that have fallen have been taken by him. This was the last one.
Scram for space there as well. Also didn't go quite across to play that mid-wicket pull. You see him just pivoting on the position that he was on.
He's another gritty batsman, Mushtaq, who's replaced Salim Malik. Very happy crowd there. They can sense an Indian victory just round the corner. Bit of turn there for him.
Srinath doing the right thing by having a slip in for the newcomer Mushtaq. Ball is just doing a little bit. And straight away, it's edge to the first slip chap there, Lakshman.
Anshuman Gaikwad looking a little serious. Winner Mankad, best bowling for India against Pakistan. 8 for 52. Couple there, not too far behind. 8 for 85. Maninder Singh 7 for 27. Outstanding figures those in Bangalore, but he ended up on the losing side. Couple there in Chennai 7 for 56. That time he was in the winning side. Kumble 7 for 69. Should be Bai's awkward delivery for Nan Mungia to gather.
Yes, that one didn't get up at all. It's very difficult for Nan Mongia to glove it properly.
He's quite content to wait for the bad ball. He just won over from Harbhajan Singh when he went after the young off spinner. Pulled away. One bounce into the advertising boards there.
Kumble testing Wasim Akram with just a little shot of good length delivery. Fired in quicker. But Wasim Akram was up to the task, middling it beautifully through that mid-wicket area.
This one tossed up. Wasim went for the big hit. Fortunately for him, didn't quite connect. He's got a single and he will keep the strike. 7 wickets down, all 7 taken by this man Anil Kumble. He's going to field that deep fine leg for Javagal Srinath. Srinath has bowled well. He doesn't have a wicket to show against his name. Pakistan chasing 420. That was a very, very good delivery. Difficult to negotiate. Ravi Shastri and Michael Holding are in the commentary box.
Thank you, Sonny. Now that ball's moved alarmingly, and Srinath has troubled Wasim Akram when he's bowled from round the wicket, particularly when the ball is moved. Now that one left the left-hander. Don't be surprised if you see a yorker that's fired into the left-hander with the ball coming in from outside the off stump. It's 198 for 7. And that's hit him outside the line of the off stump. He's playing forward.
Very wide of off stump. You can see all three stumps behind that left leg. That's not a shot I would advise Mushtaq to play too often. Not too many runs to be had if he does play it well, and always a chance of getting out.
That's up in the air, taken. Too much for Mushtaq. That's a lovely delivery that would have tested any top order batsman. Number 8 for Anil Kumble.
Well, Mushtaq's expression tells the story. What could I have done about that? Absolutely nothing, Mushy. That ball bounced, straightened, and he had absolutely no chance of defending against that. Very simple catch to the man at gully. Mushtaq goes for 1. Fought hard, but he's gone. 198 for 8.
There's no doubt about that. That is quicker through the air. Anil Kumble has picked up 9 wickets here. Pakistan had lost 9.
Poor Sacklin. He's in a daze. That ball was through his defence before he could even think too much about it. This was Anil Kumble, that was Sacklin Mushtaq, and that's the end of Sacklin Mushtaq. LBW Kumble for no score. 198 for 9.
Anil Kumble is top of the list for India v Pakistan, taking 9 for 74. Will he get 10 wickets? That's the question.
I think Venkatesh Prasad just went over to Srinath, telling him to bowl wide because he doesn't want, Venkatesh Prasad doesn't want him to get another wicket. Signal wide by umpire Steve Buckner. But I don't see any problem with that though, Sonny. I think he should allow, or try at least to allow Kumble to get the 10th wicket. As a matter of fact, if I was a captain, I would take that slip out.
That's up in the air. Is the fielder going to get there? No. Too far away from Ramesh. Wakar getting a couple. Chase there for Ramesh. It'll be a boundary. 207 for 9. 9 wickets. Anil Kumble. He's got the ball in his hands now. He's also on a hat-trick. So will he get a hat-trick? Will he be the first Indian bowler to take 10 wickets in a test match innings? Wasim Akram just playing down the wrong line and having a smile there.
Well, the hat-trick is out of the question now. Still a very good opportunity to get 10 wickets though. Although Anil Kumble was trying his best.
That one turned and kept low. Sachin Tendulkar having a word with Anil Kumble, asking for that fielder to be brought in from long gone. That's it! That bad. Anil Kumble has become the first Indian bowler to capture 10 wickets in an innings. What a performance! India have won the match. They have leveled the series. But Anil Kumble, it's Anil Kumble's day. The first bowler in the history of Indian Test cricket to have captured 10 wickets in an innings. The Indian manager Anshuman Gaikwad was out there hugging him. Hugs from Srinath, Sunil Joshi. Big smiles there. It's been a wonderful performance by Anil Kumble.
Brilliant bowling from Anil Kumble. 10 wickets in an innings, that is not a very easy thing to do. He's only the second man ever to do that. Jim Lake of England did it a long, long time ago. 43 years ago to be exact. And now Anil Kumble. And these people happy. Players, spectators, everyone. Photographers crowding around trying to get the shot of the 10-wicket man. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, he must have been a very happy man when he saw that ball going in the air. Anil Kumble, just hoping that it would be taken that forward short leg up, which of course it was. And it's over. The celebration begins.
What a sensational performance that was from Anil Kumble. All 10 wickets and Pakistan 207 all out. Saeed Anwar made 69, Shahid Afridi 41. They put on 101 for the first wicket. But thereafter, this match was headed only one way. And though Wasim Akram stuck out bravely for 37, it was never going to be enough. Pakistan then 207 all out. Very, very memorable figures those. 10 for 74 for Anil Kumble. You don't always see that in a scorebook. In fact, only the second time in the history of Test cricket. 26.3 overs, 9 maidens, 10 for 74. Very good support from Harbhajan Singh. None for 51 from 18 overs. Srinath and Prasad bowled a little bit as well. That's a final look at this second Test match. India 252 and 339. Pakistan 172 and 207. India won by 212 runs, and as a result, the series was drawn. What an afternoon we had at the Kotla. It's time now to go down to the presentation where we can tell you who won the man of the match and indeed the man of the series.
Well, Anil Kumble, the man of the match for an outstanding performance. Anil, if you could collect your cheque of 35,000 rupees from Mrs. Vibha Rishi, the Vice President Marketing, Pepsi. A trophy as well as a cheque for 35,000. Well, Anil, many congratulations. It's a privilege to be here and see this performance. A monumental effort. Did you ever dream of it?
Never ever. I think you only get these kind of dreams, I guess, and I think it's a great honor for me to get all the 10 wickets.
What was your plan this morning when play started, especially at lunchtime when Pakistan were going well at 95 for no wicket?
I think on this wicket I just wanted to keep a tight line. I think the credit should basically go to the batsman. I think Ramesh played a wonderful knock. So did Srinath and Saurav Ganguly in the end. I think that took the game away from the Pakistanis. I think we just came into this match very positive and wanted to put it across and win the game. And I think it was a total team effort.
Well, many congratulations, Anil. You go and have a blast. You deserve it. So Anil Kumble there, the man of the match. Well, Saqlain Mushtaq, the man of the series. Saqlain, if you can come up and collect your cheque of 50,000 from Mr. C.K. Khanna, the Vice President of the BCCI. I'd like to ask the two captains to come up together to pick up the trophy for sharing the series, Wasim Akram and Mohammad Azharuddin. And they'll collect the trophy from the President of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, Mr. Raj Singh Dugapo. Well, Wasim, first, tough luck in today's game, but a good series overall.
I think it has been a great series as far as cricket point of view concerned, and the crowd point of view concerned. Crowd was amazing in Chennai and in Delhi. We enjoyed every bit of it, and I would like to congratulate Indian team and especially Anil Kumble. It is my dream to get 10 wickets, and I would like to congratulate him once again in getting 10 wickets in the inning.
Good performance by Alive.
Yeah, I think they really played well. Anil did the job today. I think I'm very proud of him, and he's gone through a lot, and he's bowled a lot of overs this year and for the last 4 or 5 years. And my hats off to him because he kept his cool and then he just kept a good line and length. And he's come out with flying colours, 10 wickets in a match. You don't get that often. And also like to thank the Pakistan side who've come all the way from Pakistan to play here. And I think it's been a very enjoyable series. And I'm sure there will be more tours between the two countries.